been locked down somewhere in Las Vegas. It's the free-for-all After Dark with Shawn Tempesta. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's the free-for-all. Oh, my goodness. Wow, are we happy here today? It's been so long, and you might be noticing Shawn wearing no sleeves. Well, of course, I was expecting an avalanche. However, the forecast was wrong.
Very clever.
Oh my
Ken
God.
Bange, I saw him at the game last night. Colorado Avalanche is so sad. You came to Vegas. Your Stanley Cup dreams melted away. Oh, and if Will's on the show, the shush is for him. So he's... currently, actually, he's not even talking right now, but I haven't even lowered his mic, but he just knows. He's not even paying attention to us.
I will.
Not at all.
I like how his headphones match his shirt.
Yeah, they do.
Perfectly.
Let's go
Very
in order
aesthetic.
here. Let me introduce you to everyone on the show today. First of all, it's Kira.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm so fantastic, and I do hold the record for the most tournament of dong losses,
Yeah,
and I'm
I
proud
haven't-
of it. It's
I
okay. If
haven't
I'm going to
updated
lose,
it
I'm going
in
to
a while.
lose. It's okay. If I lose,
If I'm
going to lose.
I'm going to lose
the most.
a lot.
The best. No, I'm going to lose the best is the saying Tempesta.
No, you know who wins the best? Here's the Lord of Dong. Here's Nick
That is very
My liege.
Very
Daniels. For a brief second there.
That is the best mistake.
Yeah, for a brief moment, Kira's going to literally play back that quarter of a second of video, and she's going to masturbate to
clip
it. There's no question about it. Nick, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, Shawn. How are you?
Doing very well. I'll have you know, Francisco went to the game with me yesterday. Not a jinx. Not a jinx.
Thank God.
A handsome man.
Thank goodness.
He is.
You know who else is
Take
a
him
handsome
to
man?
every game from now on, please.
Oh, wow. Stefan. How are you, sir?
Good. What's up, everybody? How are you?
You're an awfully you're a busy boy over there. We're going to get into details about why you're so busy in just a second. Also with us today, the young man we like to know as Cleve the Land. It is adorable dog.
Hello.
Come here.
Okay, I don't know where she's going.
Okay.
She's leaving. She's out.
Fair.
She's out.
She's done.
No.
How
You
are
were
you?
too much.
We're doing great. How about yourself, sir?
I'm swell. Life's great. Now, I've any curiosity. Will we hear your wife make any weird noises in the background of tonight's show?
I can ask. I
That
can
would be
ask.
It was amazing.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, all right. Pterodactyl.
We learned you were married to a pterodactyl. Very good.
They're not extinct.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's amazing. Also with us today, hey, look at everybody. It's Michelle Pearson.
Yeah.
Michelle, how are you?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. How are you?
Define the dream. What is the dream to you?
No
Me.
idea. It's a bullshit
I'm the
statement.
dream.
All right. She was just lying to all of us.
Fantastic.
I'll tell
Through
you
my
why she
teeth.
can't answer that, because she's here. It's Samantha Pearson. Okay, wait, hold on. You're here, but you're not wearing Gilbert, but you're passing Gilbert around like he's like just some whore.
So,
He's like the bicycle?
Wow.
He's on board now.
Everyone gets a ride on Gilbert?
I'm sorry.
He's Gilbert's aunt. So he's with his aunt right now.
Oh, dear God.
And she drops him.
Tim.
Your aunt just killed Gilbert. I want you to know
I'm going
that.
to throw Gilbert away when Samantha
Oh my God.
Samantha, who is this?
This is Bree.
Hi,
We've been
Bree.
friends for a long time. And here she is. We went shopping today, and there wasn't enough time to bring her home. So
Okay, so you're stuck with us now. Bree, what's your story? You are also in college or no?
no, I'm still in high school. I'll be a junior.
Oh my God! So you're 2 years her. So like you look up to Samantha
3 years.
as like 3 years. So you look up to Samantha, which is ironic. Only person in the world that
She looks down at me. She looks down to me.
everyone looks down on you. I'm very sure. Has Gilbert been vaccinated? Very important question.
Yes, he has.
All right, there we go.
Yes.
Beautiful. Obviously,
I'm throwing
we'll get
Gilbert
into
in the
that story.
trash.
We'll get into that story in just a second. But
Throwing Gilbert in in the trap.
If Gilbert was vaccinated, it would have stuck to her head. But we'll get into that in just a second. Bree, it's great to have you. So,
I
Bree,
know
what's
the
your
story
story?
you're talking about.
What do you want to be when you get older, Bree?
I want to be a nurse.
Oh, that's beautiful. Nice. We need more nurses. Now I want to say we need more nurses. We need more not dumb nurses, because the story that we're going to have on vaccination actually is from a nurse. And they're not, just because you're a nurse doesn't mean you're smart.
Oh God, why?
But
Doesn't
you can
mean
be
they're smart.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to have you. And please do me a favor. Once you graduate high school, never wear that on your head again. Okay? Promise me, Bree.
She has one of her own. She left him at home. She's a bad mother. My son's at home. She left my nephew is at home alone right now.
Samantha, shut up.
Okay.
You sound
All
so
right.
stupid.
You know what?
Thank
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yes.
It needs to be said. Like, I
You
love the
sound
fact that
so
you're clinging
stupid.
on to your childhood, but for the love of God, you're going to school at a college now. You're at a university. You're at UNR, which is
You're an
barely a
idiot.
university. But you're like,
You're a
you
Oh my
freaking
God.
are you walking around the quad with that on your head?
No.
Are you walking around anywhere in public with anyone seeing you wear that on your head?
In Vegas.
There is such a huge pause on that. You know the answer is yes.
Yes, yes, you do.
I didn't do it in Reno. I did in Vegas. I've done it here, not in Reno.
I want you to know everyone around you is making fun of you. I want you to know.
We got compliments. Excuse you. They thought we were very funny. They laughed at us.
It's not complimenting.
at
It's
you.
mocking.
They
Yes.
laughed at
Thank you. You just said it
Mocking.
yourself. They laughed at you.
But
At
people
you.
thought they were real hacks. They didn't know they were stuffed animals. They thought they were real hacks.
Honey, people were blown away that someone that dingy is walking the face of the earth. That's all.
Right?
You know what? You
Her
love
own mother.
Bree, and she did it too with hers.
Oh, wow. Spoon, thank you so much. Not to blow up Spoon's spot, but Spoon, after years, it feels like, of being on the freaking sidelines, just got an awesome gig with a television station in Wichita, Kansas. We are so freaking thrilled for him. Congratulations, Spoon. Spoon, we got to get you on the show, and we'll discuss all the cool stuff. The greatest call letters, by the way, and probably all of television. Also with us, there is everybody, straight from the home of the Colorado Avalanche. He is responsible for one of the two losses we suffered last series. Ladies and gentlemen, Will Dorsey.
GG's.
You muted?
Is he still muted? Did you
I
never
never muted
unmute him?
I never muted
You
him.
never unmuted him? Or muted
So he's
him?
muted
hear you.
himself.
No,
for
so we can't
eternity.
hear you.
Will, stop punishing yourself. This is a self-love place.
I mean, we can't
Oh,
hear
no,
you, but
it's
it sounds
okay to
like-
love
on the
yourself.
show today. The more you know. Sorry, Twitch. She knows not what she's
She's
saying.
gonna have
Hello!
Sarah Quinn's at a very self-love moment right now because she
I am
is a little sauced.
I am spaghetti. Stitchers, what you doing?
That makes
I
two
am,
of us.
Yeah.
Also a puppy.
I have had such a good day. Can I just talk to you about something?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's
Really
chat.
quickly, you may. Let me just say, here are the call letters for what where Spoon is working. Are you ready?
Oh, I love it.
All right, ready. Ladies and gentlemen, Spoon is a fat kid that loves cake.
He wanted cake, and he gets
She'll
to
say
eat
anything
it
to make
too.
me smile.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yep.
So why are you having such a great day? We need to talk about the greatness that we're all feeling today. We'll start with you, Sarah Quinn.
Okay,
I love your
Yeah.
shirt, Sarah.
thank you.
Sir, can you
Dodo
play that
Airlines.
guitar?
I love
Dodo
how your
Airlines.
dog's right there in the doorway.
So I can, but it's been a while. I'd rather just play one of my 4 ukuleles instead. That will sound much better.
I love her.
Sam, I love you too.
Oh
So,
boy.
oh my god. So I finished my second week at my new job, okay? And it went great. And I just found everyone hides toys all throughout the building. So vibe, right? They hide
What kind of
toys.
toys?
Did you just say
Rubber?
toys and vibe in the same sentence?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
you say
vibe
rubber
and toys
toys?
and hiding them. Where are they hiding these vibrating toys?
What is-
So I work
I
at a
got an
nonprofit.
idea.
It's not that type of place. Not that type of
Oh.
place. There's no batteries involved. They're rubber duckies, army men, and dinosaurs. And then, yes,
Toy Story.
then I came.
Are you
Yeah,
sure they're not
yes.
the same toys we're thinking of?
Yes,
my
I'm
God,
sure.
I
Also,
love
look
it.
at how demonic my dog looks. Okay. Anyways, so just watching me with his eyes glowing in the background like a freak. Okay. Anyways, then my boyfriend and I were like nesting, and we bought new towels, and I drank 2 of these. And then I come home and Disney Plus, Raya the Last Dragon's on, and then Sean's like, "Hey, you want to be on?" I'm like, "Oh my god, my friends!" And then I find out that I can buy this big flip-off garden wagon from Home Goods, and then I get to see a baby.
I want to be as happy as Sarah.
That was a story.
I have a couple questions.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. We'll start with Evan.
Wow,
Stephen.
so
Evan?
many questions.
Yes.
Are you drinking whatever you're drinking right out of the mixer shaker?
I just go, and then it goes in
Is
here.
that
Just like
is
that.
that the shaker?
like
You guys know what I'm talking
Saving
about,
a
right?
step.
Like the metal. No, not the
Shaker.
shaker. That's anyway. And also, my other question was, how did you like Raya and the Last Dragon? It's really good, right?
I've only watched 10 minutes, and the whole
She's
time,
on her knees.
You ruined it, Effin. You ruined
I
it.
only watched 10 minutes, and the whole time I was just telling Sam how cute he was. So I haven't watched it yet, but I like the colors.
I mean, he is really cute, but it's a
he's
good movie.
so
Check it
cute. I will.
She is on another freaking level. By the way, I totally
I'm
forgot
so
this.
Sarah.
Last show we had was on Monday. It feels like a million years ago.
Yeah.
Alex
Yeah.
Silvario saying the new Tournament of Dawn qualifier.
Hell
The
yeah.
only
Hell yes, he is.
3
I'm
more
feeling
people
so good.
Huh?
need to read.
I'm feeling on
reach your
top of the
greatness.
moon.
Oh wow!
I'm feeling on top of the moon. It was the vibes of the universe coming together. Me and Joe had a moment. We didn't even know we had it. So I'm
I
just
would love to be
really,
on your level right now.
yes,
Is
you
Sam okay with
baby,
that moment?
get on my level.
Are you drinking jet fuel? What's on the
It's
menu?
gotta
Here?
be
What are you
for
drinking?
love
I've also
He's
I've also had a
crashing
really
soon.
good. I've also had a really good week because listen, I'm taking a break from Twitch right now, as everybody knows,
Yeah.
because
I do
I
too.
just need a moment.
Sarah, come back.
I will, honey. I will. I swear to God. But I need a moment for
Oh my
myself,
gosh, I
my
love you.
family, and I need to vibe. And I'm coming up with new things. I want to bond with Kira and anybody else that wants to do like collabs.
I'm in.
We're gonna, yeah, we're gonna
Is
do.
that
We're gonna
scissors?
do.
Is that?
What are we doing?
Oh my God.
I think it's more like a Chinese finger trap. But and
Okay.
then
That's multiple
yeah.
scissors.
I didn't know that's
Yeah.
what we were doing. Is that what we're doing?
There's so many scissors in that.
Is that?
We
is
call
this
that
what we're
docking
doing?
where I come from.
This is what we're doing.
Oh my god. Okay.
So,
I have a lot of regrets tonight, but this is
There's
this is
at
something
least
special.
5 pairs of scissors.
I mean, Sarah.
yeah, but be
you-
careful.
I mean, you were here.
Don't
Happy
touch
early
yourself.
birthday,
No
Kira.
running.
Kira's birthday. This upcoming weekend.
It's on Sunday.
Saturday. Sunday,
I already gave
Saturday.
her her birthday
Sunday.
present.
Sunday.
What are you
Sunday.
doing? What are you doing on Sunday to celebrate there, Kira?
I'm going to Top Golf.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
The Miz, I cannot tell you exactly what's transpired. All I know is she was working for not a radio station, but another job that was a soul crushing. She has left that for a happier place. She has taken a little bit of time off to recharge because she's been creatively just like blech, because Twitch can really suck the life out of you. And this is what happens when you're happy. This is what happiness
It's a
looks
great
like.
feeling. Yeah,
Aw.
happiness. Sometimes you have to sacrifice things for happiness, but it's worth it.
Happiness and alcohol.
Let me tell you,
Happiness.
I totally sacrificed my body for happiness because let me tell you, Coors Light, I love
Effin, you look great.
You look great.
How dare you?
Is that a terrarium aquarium behind you? Is that a terrarium
What?
aquarium behind you, FM? Is there an animal behind you in
Oh,
your
it's
lower
not.
right corner? So right there where
That
you
one?
leave. No,
Nope,
that
nope,
one.
behind you.
No,
No,
the
the
other
other way.
way.
It's a
Behind
picture
you.
frame.
Other side,
other
dog.
side.
Other
It's a
side.
picture
No,
frame.
other side.
It's a picture
It's a picture
No,
frame.
no,
It's a
no,
frame.
not
It's a
the
picture
dog.
Right
frame.
side. Oh my
That's
god.
it. Okay, good.
It's a frame.
No, your other
Sorry, I
left.
asked.
Your
This is-
other
this is
left.
Sorry, I
our,
asked.
This is our twitching while intoxicated test, and you failed
I
miserably.
apologize.
Directionally
So,
challenged.
I
terrible.
shouldn't have said anything. I just wanted to see a lizard.
It's a framed picture.
Oh,
Oh.
we don't do that.
That is, yes, it's a
Get banned for
picture.
that.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're celebrating your birthday. You're going to Top Golf.
Honey.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Congratulations.
Can I borrow
You're
for
going
you?
too.
Because
Good.
I want to cook you a
Yeah,
tri-tip.
Samantha will be there.
I might be there.
I mean,
Oh, Effin might be there.
Evan might be there.
I would
Nice.
be
I don't
there
wanna
if they
show you
lived
guys
in
that.
the state.
I invited Shawn, but Shawn.
I don't think you did.
Yes, I did.
I don't think you did.
I have the receipts.
I
I'll send you
don't.
the receipts.
I don't.
got
I
the
forget if you did, but I will see if
I
I
have
can
the
possibly
receipts,
make it.
but-
I've got to produce TV commercials this weekend. God knows what the hell's going to go on, but I'm glad that we freaking ended this series. Before we get into the actual night's game for a second, let's quickly go to F and Stefan, who has breaking news of his own. Ladies and gentlemen, F and Stefan.
So, check it out. You guys know I did all the classes and everything, but officially now, 100%, I am a foster parent. We have an actual foster baby in the house right now. Luckily, I have an amazing wife who is just perfect. And so I get to drink with you guys while she takes care of said baby.
Very nice. Honestly,
Four of them.
you've been so pumped for this that it's that I'm really, really happy for you. We got to meet the baby before the stream, but we cannot show the baby on the stream. That is forbidden.
Correct.
Forbidden.
Yeah.
But still, adorable baby. And now
Yeah.
you get
She's
to
a
help
sweetheart. She's an angel.
nourish this
Yes,
child as it enters its very early months on this earth. And it's a beautiful
we
thing.
got so lucky with this one. Let me tell you guys, she is an amazing baby. She's only almost 3 weeks old, or just hit 3 weeks old, and she sleeps through the night. She never cries, and she's just nothing but joy. She's amazing.
Ken Banch sending congratulations. Rebel Gaming sending congratulations. Matt
Thank you, guys.
Burgermeister
Thank you.
and Radrion and everyone is in there just loving you on you. They love you. Beautiful. Wow.
I love
that's
you
awesome.
guys.
Is that why you went from a trash can to a trash bucket? In the corner
When
there, you
is
got a trash
recycling
bucket.
day for you?
Nick calling it like it's real. Yeah.
Oh, steal a can. Okay.
Wow.
Uh,
That's
Look at the
recycling.
bucket, sorry.
He's environmentally conscious. It's recycling.
Now, did you know?
You just emptied that yesterday.
This is it could be more so. Who here has 2 barrels from Republic Services?
One for trash,
I,
one for
I used to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Who
we
here has
do.
Who here has 3?
There are people who have 3.
Yes, I do because I have 2 recycling and 1 normal because I put all the cardboard in one and all the cans and bottles and stuff in the other. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know?
Yeah.
For Republic Services, you are eligible to get 3 and for the same price as 2. The more you know.
Wow.
So if you need a little more room and you're always overflowing, you get another one, boom, and they have bigger ones too. You should know.
Can I make a confession?
That would have been nice to know.
You don't even tell me that you drink all of that beer and you don't even put it in recycling.
Oh,
my
no,
God.
those all definitely go into the recycling. I promise.
All right, good.
But
Just saying.
Good man.
That's like the
when
only
the
thing
trash-
we can recycle is the aluminum.
when the trash gets full, everything goes into the recycling.
Oh no!
You monster. You monster.
Yeah, but they all have to sort it out anyway. What's the big deal?
No, hold on. What's the big deal? Wait, what did you say?
They sort it all anyway. What's the big deal?
What goes into the recycling bin should be recyclable. That's the big deal.
Yes, it should
It
be,
should
but they go
be,
through your
but-
trash and your recycle anyway, so it's not that big of a
because you're
deal.
pains in the asses as a society. That's why. So here's what I suggest you do: get
I
a
I
third
didn't
bucket.
employ them.
Get a third bucket, and you have a set. So you have 2 trashes and a recycling. Done.
Then I gotta bring 3 cans on a Thursday.
America is the worst country on the planet. I want you to know. We think we're great, but we're just lazy. Anyone
Hey,
else have great
but-
information? Hold on, we haven't heard Will. Well, just for a brief second. Will, have you figured out your microphone?
I think so. Can you hear me?
The whole show.
Anybody hear him?
Self-muted for 26 minutes. Anyways, yes, you were going to say?
Yes, I was going to say, I always, 100%, and I hate anybody who doesn't, I always bring my cart back to the cart corral.
Yes.
Have to grow damn
Good
straight.
man.
That is yes.
Good
Okay, I'll
man.
one up
Always.
you.
Good
I
man.
don't even just take it
Surprise,
to the.
motherfucker. 2110. I could say that because it wasn't actually mother. That's a different word, and that's not.
Love it.
That's uncouth for our stream, but motherfucker is different.
And if there's
Uncouth,
another
yes.
one on the way back to the car
but-
corral, I'll grab that one too.
Ah, very nice. Oh, I
But
can
see, I
bench.
won't take it to the car
Hey!
corral. I'll take it inside.
Whoa.
Oh, so Mr. Flash.
Just
Oh, you want to go there? We'll take
One
4 on
and
my side. That's right.
Okay.
You know
I
what?
don't
I'll
do that.
also grab the cart person's ass and say, thank you for your hard work. I'm a full service guy.
My
Happy birthday,
Whoa,
Ken
did
Banj.
Happy birthday, King Benj.
You
Birthday-
people would never
birthday
make it in
siblings.
Japan for recycling. You have to wash your
Yes, you
trash.
do.
Yeah, they don't do the
My
washing
uncle
for
does
you.
that.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
uncle does
my
that.
brother-in-law does that.
Yeah.
In Maryland.
We have to
I
wash
love
it. We have to wash it
America.
in
Used
Akron.
tinfoil washes everything. I
Yeah.
make fun of him, but
Well,
whatever.
We have to wash it in
Tortori
Akron.
89 says some countries charge if you have trash. Screw that, the cart can go in front of my car, and that's why RJ,
Charges
you
for
are
trash.
human swill.
Oh
Yes.
my God, no!
RJ,
I always
why
bring
would
it
you
back
put-
to the cart thing?
RJ, you are
And why
the
would you
reason
admit it?
why we can't have nice things. I do love you, RJ, but for the
Wow,
love of God.
RJ.
Watch
No.
Cartnarks. Watch Cartnarks, RJ. You watch enough of those, and you're going to be like, you know what? Maybe I am a lazy
Damn it,
piece. What was that?
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Oh, boy.
I tell you what, Bubba. Bubba.
Let's rip this Band-Aid. Here we go.
Propane.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's over, everybody. After getting our faces absolutely raw dogged on the first game, we got destroyed.
So dead.
The second game we lost, but we were the better team that game. Grubauer just played on his head.
my God.
But then when we figured out how to freaking get goals past Grubauer, it was over. 4 games. Last night, it ends 6-3 victory. Beautiful. We move on to play the Montreal Canadiens starting Monday.
Round 3, baby. Oh, I'm so excited.
So just to let you know, schedule for free-for-all next week is Tuesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday. There we go. Feelings after, let's talk about the series and how you're feeling. I thought Alex Pietrangelo was absolute hot garbage in the Wild series, and I thought in this series he was just infinitely better and the guy that they paid for when we picked him up.
Exactly.
Pietrangelo killed it this series. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
For sure. He was a complete 180.
He was.
They do look like me when they talk about this stuff.
You're right.
It just, yeah, it was just, it was bananas. Fleury was fantastic. Marcia So is a
Love
little
him.
French bastard, and I love him, and I can't wait for him to play the
freaking
Ca-
love
Canadians.
Love Marshy.
Now,
So
did
now-
you
Love
guys get
him.
annoyed with the announcers?
What'd you say?
It was all.
Oh my
it was
God.
all the announcers of the
Oh, yeah, I
entire
heard this.
series.
Yeah.
Vegas.
They were
Yeah, who's
all
the
Golden
ding
Knights.
that says Vegas?
Golden Knights' biggest
Vegas.
biggest favorites in Stanley Cup semifinals since 1990.
90.
Damn.
Now, I will say this. I don't like those statistics because you got to keep in mind a lot of the sports betting happens in our city. So, like,
Right.
you know, yeah, they're
that's true.
favorites, but like we're the ones.
So we
betting,
sway the
so
vote a little.
We do
yeah.
sway the vote a little bit. That
Yeah.
said, I was afraid of the Wild because the Wild were in here. For whatever reason, the Wild always beat us. Then we beat them.
Yes.
Awesome. Huge monkey off the back. Shouldn't be a problem going forward. Then the Avs. They're just a
100%.
great team. But I thought the mental thing was worse than the physical
Young
thing.
and fast.
Young and
Yeah.
fast.
Young and fast.
We beat the Avs. Awesome. I'm not trying to downplay the Montreal Canadiens because they have one thing going for them. That underdog chip on their shoulder is heavy.
They're nice.
They yeah. So so now, what do we think?
They're the 18th ranked team in the NHL based off of last season.
Means nothing.
They're the
Holy
lowest.
cow.
I know
They
exactly.
just swept the Jets. The Jets are no. Although
Yes.
you know they did. The Jets lost one of their best players because he decided to try to assassinate somebody on the ice. So okay.
Oh yeah.
Detail.
Yeah. It was
he did.
full
I remember
freight
that,
from
yeah.
across the thing. And like, yeah, that guy that's going to do a wraparound goal, I'm going to try to murder that man.
That's why
Oh
That
my
was
God.
so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I wanted to see Reeves out for the entire series. I'm like, he didn't miss a shift. That guy's going to miss a lot of time. So, yeah. Okay, so round robin, here we go. What do you think's going to happen? I'm saying Knights in 5. Kira.
I think I thought about this a lot. I think Knights in 6.
Knights in 6.
Yeah.
I think that the travel is going to affect them a little bit because they have to like quarantine when they get. I don't know how it all plays out, but I'm thinking Knights in 6 as well.
Knights in 6.
6, absolutely.
All right, so I think
Oh,
we're gonna keep this trend for this year going, and we're gonna have handshakes at home for every advancement, and we're gonna do Knights in 5.
Knights in 5. That's what I'm thinking. Because especially if they have to, if they do the quarantine the first time or whatever it takes, and it's a massive pain in the ass, they're gonna be like, we don't want to do that again. Let's end this now. Okay, over to you, Michelle.
Knights in 5.
Knights in 5.
Knights in 5.
How about you, Bree?
Bree?
I don't know. I don't watch hockey. Yeah, she's not
What?
Oh.
Get her out of there. Who invited her?
Oh, no.
Unacceptable.
That's Will, by the way. Are you
What-
muted?
what-
Did you
what?
mute yourself right now? What happened over there?
Are you still here? Is your AirPods still in?
What?
Why did
Oh.
you go?
I can barely hear her.
Can you not
It's
hear
all right.
us?
She doesn't watch hockey. Doesn't matter. How about
She,
you, Will?
like literally muted herself because Samantha was still eligible to hear.
Oh, here we go. He's about to say Montreal in 6. I could see it. I could see it.
That is way too many.
Why would I
He
say?
is
Hold on,
literally
I bet
salty
it for
about it.
y'all. I bet
Salty
on
about
you guys all this time. I did.
Did you make money?
Salty about the end.
Yes, I did.
Salty.
All right then. Keep doing it.
Finally, Sarah Quinn, who doesn't care.
So I think what's going to happen is the Knights in 5. The travel will weigh on the boys, but they are professional. They'll probably sleep on the way with the quarantine. But Marc-Andre Fleury, the goaltender, is doing a great job, and Ryan Reeves at the right wing,
Are you
phenomenal.
Are you
Phenomenal.
You Google?
And don't even get me started on Max or Mark Stone. Like
She
phenomenal
Googled
players.
it.
Oh, no, no, no,
Did you Google?
You know what? Just for
Sarah, I
funsies,
appreciate you for that.
I do appreciate her. Her art of bullshitting is incredible. She had us all fooled. I want you to try to pronounce Max's last name.
Pacioretty.
Jonathan.
Oh.
Not like a
Let me do another
Jonathan.
one.
Nice
What
try.
about Jonathan?
Better than I could do.
Already.
No, Jonathan.
Yeah,
There's a
Flo.
Jonathan on the
So
team.
what's Jonathan's
Oh,
last name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan M.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Marchessault.
No, that's it. You sound like every
Everybody
you
says
sound like
that, though.
every new hockey fan back in
William.
2017.
How about William Karlsson?
He's handsome.
Okay.
He's moving lots.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. So here we go. Hold on, really fast. Oh, the Miz saying, "Hey, stop reading my tweets, Sarah." Yeah, the Miz is actually following this stuff.
Yes.
Joe Quill says VGK in 3. Montreal will be forfeiting game 4. I don't think that's gonna.
That was actually my first answer.
I'm gonna give him game 3, but I think we'll win game 4. The Miz saying VGK in 6. Travel in first series out of the division might cause issues. Isles and VGK for the cup. Knights in 5 so they can win the series on home ice, says Ken Banch. Joe Quill's Montreal in 4. That's what Joe Quill says that Will is saying. Will.
Definitely.
I'm rooting for you guys.
Thank you.
He
I believe
says.
Now you
I love
are.
that. I love how
Now he
he says
says.
a
Now
sarcastic
he says.
smile.
Say it without
Now he
blinking,
says.
Will.
The only 2 games that we lost last round
Jeff Keegan
were the
and
ones
this guy.
with Jeff and Will.
Yeah, all the outsiders. Be gone.
Oh yeah,
I just thought
well, well,
about
if you
something.
think they're gonna win,
Oh, all
why
right.
don't you say
All right.
Max's name out loud or Jonathan's last name? Yeah, you think
Pacioretty
they're
or
gonna win.
Marcia so? Yeah.
Why did you just give it away?
Oh.
I'm
Well,
I
then
have
we'll
also
How do you say
watched the
ruined it,
games.
You
Shawn.
still might not get it right. What are their names?
I've already watched the games, but you already said that I had to go because I'm not a I'm an outsider. So
Say the
You're
name.
beyond an outsider. You're a jinx.
Alright.
You're a
Alright.
jinx. Francisco's not a
well,
jinx.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
I don't.
I'm not
I don't-
even
I
a
don't- I
jinx.
don't-
David
How
Dixon
are you
goes
a
all
jinx?
7 games.
I just
Now,
wanna
who
say-
wins, David?
I just want to say that every Knights game that I've been to, they've won. Just saying.
just want to
one.
say, Wednesday, I'm trying to be good father here. I'm trying to be good father. On Wednesday, my son is playing T-ball. It's also game two. I am deciding to go to T-ball. Now it's a tough thing. So I want to let it be known. And now I did throw it out there to Nick, but I'll kind of like let everyone else know here. I will sell to a Golden Knights fan on this chat at cost, whatever it costs me, to go to the game in my stead. That is all.
How much?
They are $222 each. That's my cost.
Damn.
I have really good
Actually cheap.
chapstick.
I can't beat the chapstick.
That was so funny.
You know, Shawn, you have said that, you know.
Yeah, for
You're
regular
always-
season tickets,
you're-
but not
you're
for,
good
not
Samantha,
for, not
get
for
it.
This is
playoffs.
playoff
Rounds are
season.
expensive. Samantha, do you see Samantha immediately as soon as I said, she was like, she picked up the phone and immediately started texting her mother. Can we go? Oh my God, can we go? Can we do it? It's like $500
I'll
swing,
Venmo you
woman.
the money right now.
Because if we buy the tickets, it's going to be me and my husband, not me and Samantha. Ryan, check your tickets.
Oh, that is rich, unlike you. Beautiful.
Well, she's going to use her mom's credit card
You know,
anyways.
for both of them.
That's
I
true.
have my own money that I could Venmo you.
Oh boy.
Is it in your back pocket?
It might fall out. There's a hole there.
Also, what about Gilbert? Need to provide for
Gilbert's not
him.
allowed.
You need
You're
to
not allowed
watch
to have any
Gilbert.
bags of any sort inside there anymore. So, just to let you know, by the way, today's show is brought to you by Chapman Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and East Sahara Mojave. Chapman Chrysler Jeep in the Valley Auto Mall, and another Chapman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram that's around the corner from the other Chrysler. There's a lot of going on.
Yeah.
They're essentially
So many
taking
cars.
over the east side of the valley. They're going to reincorporate the whole area, and they're just going to call it Chapman.
How terrible is it that they changed that ad for you?
They change. Well, again, I have it so like muscle memory. So like I'm trying to explain. So there's a Chapman Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, but then there's another one a tenth of a mile away around the corner. How do you say that in a smooth way? It's just very tough. Chapman's as far as the eye can see. Shawn, I would buy them, but let Michelle and her husband get the option first. Okay. Well, whatever the case is.
Ryan!
You listen. We're putting you on a time crunch here. We'll see how this goes. But
Check your text!
well, see, the irony is she takes her mother's money and her mother takes her husband's money. It's really
I took my dad's money today.
Is what living
I got
the
my nails
dream
done.
means.
That's what marriage is.
that's what we call living the nightmare. Okay.
Not a nightmare.
My dad bought my nails today, so I did.
Aww.
Very sweet. You know what? This is not that I'm pissed that we're making it into the possibly making it into the final here, but I'm flying back to Boston the last weekend of the month, and I'm going to Boston through July 10th, which means I'm not missing the final. And I've already discussed this with Marsha. She's like, "Well, I already bought tickets to Storyland." I'm like, "I'll pay you back, Storyland, with all due respect. I did not invest $7,000 in freaking season tickets to not be at the freaking final. I have got to be at the final."
Right.
So chances are I'm going to fly to Boston and then immediately fly back to see Golden Knights games. So we'll see how it goes. What a mess.
That would be incredible. That would be insane, but incredible.
This is expensive for me. Very expensive. Okay, let's get into a related Golden Knights story that pisses me off like no tomorrow. This stupid fan. By the way, the games are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then June 26th, which is a Saturday.
Samantha,
those
is
are your
this the
schedule
one
every
you
other day.
showed me?
Yes.
This is
This made me so mad.
absolute gutter trash to the fan that took the flag and to the fan that picked a fight with the fan that was trying to get his flag back. I don't care how much you think the other team sucks. I don't care if they're Sharks fans or whatever. You can boo them. You can always shout, "Go Knights, go," louder than that. Fine. This is gutter trash. gutter trash.
This
move.
is Raiders fan territory.
This is exactly what it is. This scumbag. I wish that his face was seen. I want him to lose his job. So this guy goes up, which, by the way, looks like Butterbean and could probably whoop his ass. Whoop his ass. We saw those fans in the lower sections. I actually saw them as, Francisco and I saw the guy with the flag. I'm like, oh, get that out of here. But I said that, I'm not going to grab his freaking flag. I'm not a piece of crap. So here we go. He's trying to go up to get the guy with the flag who has dipped into another section to his left. But the guy on the right with the red jersey decides to pick a fight.
Why?
Oh, and then he. Oh.
And the cheerleader's like, okay, I'm going to leave. So this is not
on how beautiful the
this is not representative
are.
of our fan base.
No, not at all.
My mom said that she would go stand in front of the guys that were trying to pick the fight because she goes, "Want to fight a girl? Go ahead."
Yeah, she's a tough girl, isn't she?
So it would stop the fight.
But
Yeah, she's a superhero.
I've done that with the Browns and the Steelers. You don't get to shit talk, but just be a fun fan. Don't be an asshole. But yes, I've jumped in front of guys before just to say, "Go ahead, hit me, douchebag." Go ahead.
Wow, you're so tough, Michelle. Man, you're so
She's a black belt.
She is a
That's
black
what I
belt.
do.
A lot.
That's what I do too. And every time I get punched in the face.
You're missing the sandwich.
Effin, you do have
I've
a
never
punchable
been
face.
punched.
For what it's worth.
I know. It's one of those things.
It is
more
true.
lipstick.
This is bullshit.
So I will say, by the way, they're saying in the chat the throwback jerseys, the Avs throwback jerseys are pretty solid. They're like of the same level as the Carolina Hurricanes throwbacks. There he is. He gets his flag back, but it's absolutely obnoxious. So here we go. Golden Knights fan holds the guy from the Avs and pushes back the other guys and say, "Get the hell out of the way." This is not acceptable, and it makes us look like total. The NHL actually spoke out on this and said they were instigated by Golden Knights fans. It makes us look like garbage. If you're this fan, I pray if you're in section 10 or 11, either one of those sections, you saw that person, you know who they are, please narc them out. Please narc them out.
Yep.
Get them the out of the arena. They don't deserve to be a fan. That's it.
Amen.
Do we have to be Raiders fans as freaking Knights fans?
God, it's just disgusting. I will
That
say
is not the GG's way. That is not the
Raiders
GG's
fans.
way.
Raiders fans are going to have a very quick.
There's going to be an adjustment period.
Oh, there's going to be a huge adjustment period when they realize that more than half everyone that had enough money to put money down on Raiders tickets are not Raiders fans. And they're all like, they want to guarantee the one game where their team comes, and then they're going to sell the other 15 or 16. That's what's going to happen. Raiders is, I think, honest to God, I think that the Raiders' home field advantage is almost gone. Like I
think so.
Yeah. Carolina Whalers is better than Colorado Nordiques. Yes, but I will say Colorado Nordiques still pretty decent. From the comments, it says the fan got banned. I freaking hope so. God, that guy. Cheerleader was like, I'm out of here. I mean, it's really good. You know, I don't blame if somebody, I swear to God, if the first night I was at T-Mobile Arena, somebody came up to my wife while I was having a chat with somebody, and then she went to the bathroom and came out, and then like some guy walked up and said, "You want some popcorn?" And Marsha said, "No, thanks." And then he said to her, "Oh, would you like to suck?" So this happened on like this is before Golden Knights. This is at T-Mobile. So she comes over to me and tells me. And I remember I saw in my peripheral that she was talking to this guy, and I thought maybe she's just a friend or whatever. So I went on a rampage, walking around the place for 20 minutes trying to find him because I would have thrown him down a flight of stairs. That said. Yeah, this is inexcusable. If I was that Colorado fan and somebody took anything from me, I would do the exact same thing that guy did.
Absolutely.
It's irresponsible. It's stupid, and those people need to get the hell out. So
there'd be throat punches going just straight in the throat.
It's just
over and over again.
Please have some friggin' class. Here's what we do in Vegas.
What's wrong with just friendly trash talk?
Yes, friendly trash talk. I like a good friendly trash talk is good.
Absolutely.
And then you end it with good game, whatever ends up happening. Here's what we do.
Right.
We welcome visitors into our arena. Not a lot of them, but enough. We welcome in, say, hey, nice to see you. We're going to beat you tonight. They're going to say, yeah, you guys don't deserve hockey. And we're like, yeah, we do. So then they play the game. They lose. We hand them an L. We say, hey, have a good time. Hey, great game to play. The odds are fantastic. Roulette. Have them go play roulette, get their asses handed to them, and then they fly home, and we don't pay state income tax. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Seems
Get it
fair.
all wrong.
I agree with that.
Next story, and this is a...
Oh, my favorite.
More than one had something to say about magnetism and the vaccine.
And it happened in Ohio.
Oh, this is embarrassing. And honestly,
Damn it.
Wait, Ohio, where?
this is
In
the
our,
house,
in our,
I'm sorry,
in our
Sarah.
house.
the state
our
house. So like this is like, and honestly, it looks like the way it's filmed. It almost looks like freaking Judge Judy
Hang
with all
on,
the people
I
in
need
the
a
background.
magnet.
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna
It was
get
Judge
more
Judy.
booze
This is
right
the
now.
dumbest 52 seconds you'll
Yeah.
ever watch.
Yeah.
Look how magnetic I
Some
am.
of the information that I think
Yep.
had been discussed in your podcast related to EMF frequencies.
That was a thought.
And
And it
would
was
you,
because
could you
now, because
elaborate
right
on
now
that?
we're all kind of hypothesizing. I mean, what is it that's actually being transmitted that's causing all of these things? Is it a combination of the protein, which now we're finding has a metal attached to it? I'm sure
Christ.
you've seen the pictures all over the internet of people who've had these shots and now they're magnetized. They can put a key on their forehead, it sticks. They can
come
put spoons
on.
and forks all over them and they can stick. Because now we think that there's a metal piece to that.
By the way, just a heads up, she sells as her hustle. She sells stuff that helps get metals out of your bloodstream. So she's just just to let you know where
There's
she's at.
been people who've long suspected that there was some sort of an interface, yet to be defined, an interface
God damn it.
between what's being injected in the shots.
That was just hilarious. Okay, here we go. Continue.
And all of the 5G towers
Oh yeah. There's an interface. Here we go.
being injected in these shots.
Exclamation
and
point,
all of the
what?
5G towers. Not proven yet,
No,
but we're
my
trying to
Wi-Fi
figure out
signal's been
what
great
is it
since
being
then.
transmitted to these
I know. I have
unknown-
5G like you wouldn't believe.
But
No,
there's
Doesn't matter
but
where
there's
I'm sitting
more.
now. I have perfect
Yes,
signal.
there's
It's great.
more, and people in Ohio
need a
believe this, and I will
Hey,
tell
Shawn.
you what I dealt with today after Shawn plays the rest of the clip.
All right, let me find
Hey,
that clip.
Shawn.
Hold on a sec. Yes.
Check out how magnetized I am after my. It sticks
Oh,
right to me.
no.
That's the plasticized.
I'm like,
They're plasticized.
That's so stupid. Oh God.
No,
It's
you don't
still there.
understand. Do you know how many fights I got into today on Facebook?
Hey, Sean,
Yep.
Ryan wants to know if it's dong or USD.
We all know what it is.
We'll take them.
Let's see.
hey,
There
Shawn,
it is.
I'll totally give you the dog.
A wonderful couple in the bottom
Good
corner.
job.
Let's see here.
That's
So
fun,
let me
Michelle.
let me
Yeah.
find. All right, here
All
we
right.
go.
What do I
This
got
is.
to do to get to game one with you?
Ooh, well, all right. You're talking about that chapstick
Oh.
earlier. Okay. This is the other clip, and this is what pisses me off the most about this is a nurse. This is an actual nurse.
Yes,
Oh.
we have to
But-
switch to
but-
people. By the way, so I just found out something when I was on lunch. I wanted to show it to you. We were talking about Dr. Tenpenny's testimony about magnetic vaccine crystals. So this is what I found out. So I have a key and a bobby pin here. Explain to me why the key sticks to me.
So much.
Sweat, you moron.
Take a shower, you
Not
jerk.
even-
I love the woman behind her.
The
The woman behind her is amazing.
This is so
No,
great.
the
Actually,
man
you're right.
with
Hold on, right
gray
here.
hair
Hold
is
on. Wait
even
for it.
better.
Wait for it. Right
Why
here.
the key sticks to me.
She's like, oh my gosh, she's for real.
She's magnetic. All right, here we go. We're gonna play this through. Hold on. Let's just watch this. It's absolutely
Those eyes are
asinine.
saying, sheesh.
Explain to me why the key sticks to me.
Well, I don't know, Karen. Let me get it.
Now watch this. Here we go.
It sticks to my neck too.
She's shaking like a leaf. You never do a live demo, ever. Look at the woman.
It's not
You
working.
can't
I'm
see
sorry.
it. You can't see it right here.
Hey.
Look at the woman all the way to the bottom, the top left hand corner.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I
What?
need to see this.
Wait a second.
hurts so much.
What in tarnation?
Sticks to my neck too.
Hey, this is worse than Elon Musk's Cybertruck
it
windows.
really doesn't.
No. Look at this.
Yeah,
Look
so
at
if
this.
somebody
That's
can explain this, that would be great.
It's because you're pushing it against your skin.
Any questions?
You have neck wrinkles.
Any questions?
That's
Any-
why.
Look at this. Look at this. Guys, look.
How dumb are you?
I put this metal right here. I put it, and look. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions for the console? Wait.
Any questions?
Any questions? Any questions?
Any questions?
Any questions? Didn't think
Any
so.
questions?
Peace out. Peace out. God damn it. Oh God.
Any questions?
Shawn, you're
I've got to
Any
know where
questions?
she's a nurse. I need to know.
I don't know, somewhere in Ohio.
I need
but
to
she
find.
should,
I've
she
got to
should
find
be
it. There's no way
excommunicated
it's at
from
the
nursehood.
clinic.
Let me tell you.
She is
that
not
nurse
at Cleveland
was
Clinic.
never
She
on
is not at
Animaniacs.
Rainbows. There's
No
no
way.
way.
No.
Not hello, nurse.
I'm gonna guess she's probably at a
Thanks,
local
Cleve.
practice.
You're welcome.
Not to be deterred by her utter
Yeah.
inability to make anything resembling a point, she looked
No.
defiantly at the legislature, shook
I
her head, and
know.
said, "Any questions?"
God damn it. I promise we are not all stupid like this
I got
in
it.
Ohio.
Yeah.
I
That's what
swear
some
to
people in
God.
Florida say.
Joe Quill was saying, unfortunately, there
sorry.
wasn't video of the politicians going in a concussion protocol, shaking their heads with everything he's saying.
Like,
The first shot injects the nanobots. The second shot activates them. Doesn't she know our body is mostly water and iron? David Dick got you refilling your bottle.
Yeah, I did. Cheers, honey. I'm actually getting. I'm getting my second. You go first.
you go
Oh
first.
God. Oh my
Okay,
God.
so I'm getting my
my
second
God.
vaccine tomorrow.
Oh my God, the Zoom call.
And I got into a fight with a listener.
What?
Yeah. And I got into a fight with a
Why?
listener
Yeah.
that thinks that I'm gonna be magnetized. So I am actually recording my shot. And right afterwards I'm going to put a piece of metal on my head. And I told them that when it falls off, they need to apologize and rethink how they evaluate facts and take a step back from the internet.
It'll never happen.
It'll never happen, but I'll feel good.
I mean, so
Did anybody see the TikTok?
so here's the
guy
problem
that-
for me.
Hi,
Oh, nope.
FMSs.
Hi, FMSs.
You're
We
like,
love
she's
you.
going, Mrs. Champ.
Here's the thing. Like, you know, there are people that think President Obama is a Muslim Kenyan. And there is no proof of that. But you know what, though? It doesn't get people killed. This lying about this, I have people in my life, some people in my life that refuse to get it, and they repeat a bunch of false stuff about why they're not going to get it. And it's so mind-numbing because literally, if this person or these people got COVID, they're not going to have a good time at all. So these people are literally getting people killed. Like literally, truly getting people killed. It's so frustrating. Yeah, that's it.
Also,
We have
like I have some people that I'm close with that one of them got the shot, but then everybody else opted to not get the shot. So then everybody got sick. And it's like, but are you surprised? Like this was going to happen. You decided to live life like normal.
Yeah.
And thought that nothing was ever going to happen to you. And it's like, no, like you can't do that. I'm sorry.
People are getting mad at employers for asking whether or not you've been vaccinated here at Odyssey Las Vegas.
Well, that's
Download
illegal,
the app
isn't
today, free on iOS and Android. No, it's not illegal. HIPAA only involves healthcare practices in the healthcare field. It does not involve anything else. So you're an at-will employee. They can ask anything about you. They can make you pee in a cup, do whatever the whole 9 yards is. So in the same breath for this, they could say, have you been vaccinated? Now, they're not saying if you haven't been vaccinated, you're not allowed to work here anymore. Although some hospitals are saying that, and good, because they're literally there to protect the freaking people that are working there.
It's the same way about college.
Oh.
You can't stay at the dorm unless you have all your shots.
Yeah. So
exactly.
So what?
You're
what
not
they're-
allowed to answer for someone else either. If you know for a fact that someone else did or did not get a shot, you can't say he or she did. That is a HIPAA violation.
That could be sure,
and
but
you could be in trouble. But your employer
all
is
wrong.
absolutely allowed to ask.
Yeah, they can't force you to
employer-
answer. They can't force you to answer, but they can absolutely 100% ask you.
Yeah, they
So
can
I-
ask
I
you,
worked
and
for
if
Venture
you
for
don't
3
answer,
years
if you don't answer correctly, or you just refuse to answer whatsoever, they can certainly make accommodations. Like at Odyssey right now, if you're fully vaccinated, you do not have to do the social distancing.
Yep.
You don't have to wear the mask. Sure, you probably shouldn't be like this in anyone's face. I don't understand how the guy that cheers in this freaking stands now for the Golden Knights is like grabbing people in the face like this, like. Cameron, I love you, buddy, but like it's a little too soon for that. Way too soon for that. Dr. Pepper.
Love that, Jonathan.
That was gross.
But if you have not been vaccinated, you have to sit in like a little. You kind of get segregated, but you're kind of like, yeah, you're going to be over there. We're going to make sure that you're kind of distanced from the rest of the workforce because that's the only way to keep things freaking open. I get it. Some people can't have the vaccine due to allergies to the vaccine, or they might be pregnant and they just don't want to do it at this point. That I understand. But like, because it's something read on Facebook, just please stop. F and Miss is saying, I didn't wear a mask all day. It felt amazing. Yeah. You know what? I didn't wear a mask today at Costco. And like 2 months ago, that would get me killed. So it's like, it's lovely. I'm just, listen, I don't like freaking injecting things in my body. No one likes shots, but freaking enough. It's the fake crap. Anyways.
But the way that you said that, because of something you read on Facebook, that's what their defense is.
I don't understand why F and Miss made me wear a mask earlier.
Yeah,
though.
so and so said so,
I'm
so it
just
has
kidding.
to be
It was
true.
leather.
Oh my god.
That's not COVID, that's GIMP.
And the same thing goes for. Oh my god.
Wow. With a GIMP reference. The only GIMP I knew was in freaking summer camp where you had the little thing and you make the little braid thing and stuff like that. That was the GIMP I played with. But that's a totally different GIMP.
Can I please make a comment real quick? I am so
comment.
sorry. It's been killing me all show. Cleave the Land totally looks like Zorg, the Gary Oldman character from Fifth Element.
Actually, I was thinking that I had a very similar. Never mind. Very similar haircut to Sarah, actually.
Dude, I do. You guys see the same barber?
Yeah, but your hair's not pink like mine.
You look like Skrillex right now.
I know.
A better looking Skrillex. But no, I've actually wanted to shave the side of my head, but my aunt's my hairdresser and she won't do it. And I'm like, come on, let me look like Natalie Portman.
No.
Why not? Let her live her best life.
I went through, I went through a
And it's
divorce,
cooler.
Okay.
Well,
Hey,
it's
do
also
you. Do what you want.
people say that it
Don't let
feels
this male
nicer. Like
chauvinistic
it feels.
pig tell you what your hair should look like.
There's more than one hairdresser.
Effin, are you judging my hair?
Well,
Are you judging?
No,
me?
I'm
what I do
judging.
instead-
I'm judging your entire face. You totally look like Zorg, and
I will take Gary Oldman any day.
Gary Oldman is amazing. Yes, thank you. He's
He
great.
is.
I'm just
All right.
Let's hear what.
When your hair was to the side, I was
had
just
white
like, holy
Afro disease
crap.
when I was able to grow hair on my head, or head on my hair, grow head on my hair years ago. Yeah,
Head on your hair?
Sorry, he crashed.
Hair on my
He had to
head.
reboot. None of your biz, it's time to go get some Sonic. Yeah, hey, none of your biz, we know you don't return your carts. Please don't throw the trash from your hot dog there in the spot. Please throw that.
Yeah.
If you
Either
don't
have
finish
yourself or a
that,
garbage can.
I will.
That's me, Mama Jamba.
Brandy's saying I have customers that are and aren't for the shot, and then there was the person that was actually at the deli at another grocery store because I can't shop at yours. You embarrass me. This is about a year ago. Was saying I'll never take the vaccine because it's Bill Gates. He's going to put the microchips in it. And I'm like, I'd have a 20-minute conversation. I'm like, honey, I'm telling you, don't fall for that crap. I love you. I love chatting with you. You're going down a weird freaking thing. I promise you, that ain't the case. Whatever. All right,
Please
let's move on.
microchip
Because
me.
Mom, are you
my
good?
God.
I want to share something so badly with you. I'm waiting to see if I have permission.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Is
my
this not
God.
safe for
I
work?
want to share something so badly.
Oh, no.
She's so
They
excited
didn't
about
even
this.
that picture of me,
Jesus
did
like
they?
that.
You, please don't show that picture of me.
You can't.
Please.
Jesus.
I love you, effing.
Is it funny or is it terrible?
It's hilarious.
Okay. All right.
Is it G-rated?
Okay.
Is it about somebody
totally.
on the screen?
Oh, okay.
Sort of.
It's about that guy, isn't it?
Oh,
Okay. I have to wait and see if I have a yes. So you can carry on until
Okay,
until I
thanks.
get my
Appreciate it.
yes.
We have permission. Yay! All right.
This is not the right.
Moving on.
Coronavirus. There we go. There we
It's the
go.
food. It's not coronavirus. Sorry.
I'm serious.
Wait.
It's real.
It is real.
A woman in Arkansas last June, July, or whatever, was driving down the road, going a little too fast.
And is alleged to have been clocked for speeding by Senior Corporal Rodney Dunn, who claims that she fled. But in the video, we see an obvious decrease in speed as Harper pulls into the right.
So here's what's happening. So this driver here, it's like, all right, you know,
I heard about this.
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna pull over, but this, as you see, the shoulder there has the Jersey barrier right there. There is next to no room.
Actions and indications that she would stop. Corporal Dunn initiates a pit maneuver.
So he's like, all right, she's not pulling over. While she's slowed down considerably, so he gets to the side of the car and does a pit maneuver. Yes.
Because she wouldn't pull over.
But it doesn't. But like she's at a slow rate of speed and went all the way to the right. Because as you saw, the car was just in the breakdown lane there.
You're allowed to do that.
The car was just in the breakdown lane, and you could see there's not enough room for that officer at all.
No. And you're allowed to put on your flashers.
Yeah.
Like,
So here
he
we go.
couldn't even pull over. Why would he expect her to do so?
Right?
This is why we can't have nice
We
things.
just flipped the car.
Come out this way. Can you come out?
Can you come out?
Can you get out your passenger door?
Can you crawl out?
I'd like you to get out of your car, please. Hands up and get out of the car, please.
Hands up and out of the car. Okay.
Crawl out with your hands up.
Oh, here we go.
Well, this is where you ended up. Are you the only one in the vehicle? Okay. Well, ma'am, you've got to pull over when we stop. When people don't stop for emergency vehicles.
He's justifying it.
Right here, right now, before you get further into congested traffic. All you had to do was slow down.
I only flip your car because, you know, I don't know.
He said, I did slow down. And then she says, oh, it doesn't say.
I hate people.
She was pregnant. She was pregnant.
Yep.
That's
So
100% deserves to be sued.
She is now suing the Arkansas police. Good.
We need to own.
Good for her.
She's going to defund the police.
Yes, she is. She is going to do it. One lawsuit at a time.
Single-handedly.
Let's see here. I hope that her cop rots in hell. I mean, I didn't know hell, but like, dude, like he just really wanted to do a pit maneuver. He's like, here's my chance.
But that cop that's
And then,
incarcerated.
and then how he walks over and he's like, well, you're shut up. Pull over. She's on a bridge.
I guarantee he
Wait,
wasn't. I can
He's
guarantee.
seriously gaslighting her when she's upside down in her freaking car?
You need to come out with your hands
While
up.
pregnant?
How are you supposed to wiggle out upside down with your hands out?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So
I'm
she's
with you,
literally,
sir.
she's saying, listen, I'm not pulling over because there's literally no room for you to safely pull over. I'm waiting for that Jersey barrier to stop. He's like, well, you gotta, listen, you can see the lights, you gotta pull over. Where am I gonna pull over that's safe for you? And it's a relevant point, and yeah, so now she's suing, and I hope she wins a whole bunch of money.
And Arkansas law, Arkansas state law says that as long as you adjust your speed and put on your flashers to indicate that you will be pulling over for law enforcement, you are allowed to do that. Arkansas law backs her up.
Just in case any of you are driving through Arkansas in the next few lifetimes. Yes, hold on, somebody said, hey, Shawn, was that you?
Yeah, that was me. I'm
Hi, Selena.
sorry to change the subject.
Hi, Selena.
Hello.
Like people are
Tell her
saying my
she looks
name?
fabulous. And I love her.
She
What's
wanted
this?
me to put some cereal in this bowl.
Okay, so you're
And
going to
I
do
Well,
it?
then put
And
some
you
cereal in
gotta
the bowl.
do it.
I said, go ask mom.
No,
No,
she
you
didn't.
won't put
She
cereal.
asked
Put
Dad.
cereal.
She asked Dad.
But mom said
He wants
no.
you.
Oh, well then,
I said
see,
no.
no, see,
No.
this is the classic pit pit mom and dad against each other
I've
deal.
never done that before.
Yeah,
Should we do a poll?
Oh, I absolutely put Cyril on
Actually,
the
let's
poll,
leave it to
right?
Twitch. Yeah,
No,
100%.
I gotta be the
Listen,
favorite.
No,
Can't go against
no.
mom.
You are literally going
go
to
against
you are going to
mom.
raise a spoiled brat with all due respect. If you do that for her, you have to say, listen,
No.
mom said no, I can't do it.
Absolutely
headphones on
correct.
her.
But you know what's great is she has an older sister. The older sister didn't get this treatment. We go like this. Selena, go ask Sissy. Okay, I love you.
Oh,
Say hi, chat.
my God.
You gotta come over here.
Hi,
and say
Selena.
Selena. Okay, go ahead. Take that with you. Actually, don't, because that's my tuner.
Fair. Okay, speaking of a lot of money, a nun in Southern California stole $835,000 from her school to help finance gambling.
Oh, that's it?
Oh my God.
Wow.
$800,000.
You know what, though? They gotta be bored all day.
A now retired nun will plead guilty to wire fraud and money laundering charges for stealing more than $835,000. Mary Margaret, straight out of Central Casting, Mary Margaret Kruper, 79-year-old Los Angeles resident, violated her vow of poverty during a 10-year period where she pocketed tuition money, fees, and charitable donations. She was principal for nearly 3 decades. Her client, the client was very remorseful when confronted, accepted full responsibility for what she had done, and cooperated completely with law enforcement and the archdiocese. She said in a statement that Krupa became a nun at 18 and dedicated her life to it. Unfortunately, later in life, suffering from a mental illness that clouded her judgment and caused her to do things she otherwise would not have done. She's sorry for the harm she caused. She is currently saying that what she's facing, 40-year federal prison sentence. So there's that. But if the archdiocese
gambling addiction.
is involved, she might
Addiction
serve
is
absolutely
nuts.
nothing. So the more you know.
Yeah,
It's
time
also
served.
79.
I'm from Boston. I know that all too well. So yeah, there's that. Okay, next story.
Okay, so I have something to tell you. I'm finally
Okay, here it is.
allowed.
Your funny story. Yeah.
Yes.
My funny story. So with regard to little miss, see the key sticking to me. So I know someone who worked at a prominent Cleveland hospital, is all I'm allowed to say. And she remembers when this individual was fired.
Oh my God,
And
we have fires exclusive on Free For All. Key nurse.
She remembers when she was fired, and she was supposed to speak at a medical convention in Australia, and she went crazy there. And now she's banned from speaking in Australia because she caused a riot. And she sent me the article.
Okay.
I'm no longer allowed to talk in
Message that
Australia.
immediately to me, please. Message the
go.
article. All right, here we go. Wow. All right, this is breaking news. This is amazing. I love this.
I already
Down for the
appreciated you,
win.
Michelle.
Michelle
I already
coming
appreciated
through.
you, Michelle, but now I appreciate you even more.
Wow. All right, here we
this
go. This is from The
Oh
Guardian.
my God.
Wow,
This
this
is
is
the
an
hottest
article from 2015.
I
Here we
didn't
go.
even read it yet. This is just what she sent me, so-
Anti-vaccination campaigner Sherry Tenpenny cancels Australian tour. U.S. osteopath blames. Let me go back to this story over here. And we're going to reset here. We're re-dipping into COVIDiots. U.S. osteopath blames anti-free speech terrorists sending bomb threats for the move as tour organizer looks for alternative ways to spread the message. The controversial U.S. anti-vaccination campaigner Sherry Tenpenny has canceled her Australian tour, blaming anti-free speech terrorists. 11 seminars, people could pay up to $200 to hear her talk about the dangers of vaccinations and have their photo taken with her. They recently revealed 8 venues that were due to host her had canceled due to public pressure. We've reached a point where we can no longer guarantee the safety of those attending the seminars. Now, that I don't agree with. One venue owner reported receiving a bomb threat, but later revealed that it came from an anti-vaccination advocate who was disturbed by the thought her event might not go ahead. Opponents argued it would be irresponsible to let her deliver her talks given the overwhelming evidence for the benefits of vaccines. Questions have also been raised about organizations tied to her. Would Dr. Tenpenny consider doing webinars? One person wrote, to which Messenger replied, "We are exploring all of our options at this time. Be patient. All will be revealed soon." So nothing really about her getting kicked up for being bananas nuts, but she is bananas nuts for her viewpoints, but she was fired from her hospital for being a nurse.
Wow. That's kind of funny.
Guillermo saying about the nun. How many Hail Marys, if which does that nun need to do? If they're Vietnamese Hail Marys, that'd be 18,356,000,000.
Very good, Guillermo.
There we go. Free for all with the hard-hitting news stories. Okay, here we go. On to the next one, and we'll play a game eventually, I'm sure. Does anyone remember the first season with the Golden Knights? And like, there were a lot more.
Totally.
There were shut up. There were way more fans from the like. Some games were like takeovers. Does anyone remember this? Mm-hmm. Where like there was a few. Like if you remember the Blackhawks game in particular, I have people that are saying I'm a season ticket holder day one. There was never a takeover, and I'm like, the Blackhawks game was an absolute takeover that first season. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Let me show you the video.
I went to 7 the inaugural year.
Okay, so let's see here. We'll go over to here. We're going to go here.
I remember the Astros game was crazy.
Shut up.
Yeah, it was Shawn and Anton Forsberg that came over from Columbus. Hayden with a steal. Scores!
Don't show that. How dare you?
That's a regular season.
Why are you going to show that?
That's a regular season game against the Blackhawks, and they're cheering on the Blackhawks scoring. Look at this crowd.
John Hayden jams it in.
Look at this crowd. Oh, this is before reverse retro jerseys. It was a freaking takeover. Like it was a takeover of Blackhawks fans, and people are trying to say that never happened. It's on video. Like it's a video. Show me how many Golden Knights fans there are in that freaking video. Bananas. Right? They stopped it ever since the first season.
If I drink enough, that never happened.
There is. That looks like an Arizona Yotes game. Yeah, honestly, the Coyotes, I mean, there are very few home games for the Coyotes. Okay, we're going to the friendly skies now, or the not so friendly skies. American Airlines crew member scolds passengers for making flight a living hell. Here we go.
Oh. Good for her or him.
Here we go, everybody. Oh, wait, hold on. Refresh this.
Shut up. Say the ding thing and turn the movie on.
Oh boy.
I don't think I had anything to do with that.
Just like you, we have not eaten also. We've been delayed here. We've catered to you the entire flight, and we do it because we love this job.
That's right.
But the fact that we get insulted and mistreated by passengers over things that we cannot control, it is disgusting.
Of course, they don't show the whole thing because why would they? They have to make it more dramatic than it needs to be. Here we go. Let me scroll down and find the actual clip here. Okay.
He's not wrong.
You don't be having to motherfucking spaz out. I'm gonna talk like you got some sense, man.
Oh, so a lot of anger going on. So he films this reaction. Another passenger, a drama queen, and then this is where, so a constant having to. Here we go, right here. Boom, this is it. And this is the one.
That you guys have given the flight attendants.
It's not all of us. I said we're sorry.
All we've done the flight attendants this entire flight. We've been in this delay with the guys, just like you. We have not eaten also. We've been delayed here. We've catered to you the entire flight, and we do it because we love this job.
That's right.
But the fact that we get insulted and mistreated by passengers over things that we cannot control, it is disgusting. We're just going to go to Charlotte because we do not want to escalate this, but shame on the passengers who have made this flight a living hell for the flight attendants.
Wow. Mic drop.
He just said it again.
There we go.
It was a 45-minute flight, too.
I hate every single person on that flight. Every single person. The flight attendant, I hate all of them. Why?
Wait, why do you hate
the normal people?
Well, no, like
Because
no,
just be
not
normal
everyone on the
people.
flight was doing it. They were just saying it to like the certain ones that were being a real pain in the ass. By the way, you did mention that Ken Banj, Delta crew stopped a possible hijacking. I forgot to put that in the thing, but yeah, that was pretty amazing. Yeah, put him in cuffs and everything. It was like not on my flight. Yeah, I had him in freaking little zip tie cuffs and everything. It was amazing.
Holy molies.
And then what was I going to say? There was so has anyone ever gotten into a fight or a massive disagreement on a plane? Oh,
No!
awesome.
Oh,
Michelle! What
Why am I not
I'll admit to it.
surprised?
I did once.
So
I did once.
much
Yeah.
tea tonight, Michelle.
Michelle, come on, spill.
We're supposed to talk about
Michelle, go
spill
ahead.
it, girl.
You first. You
Spill
first.
It wasn't really a fight.
Yes,
Oh,
it
it
was.
was.
Come on.
It sure was, Mom.
I don't know what she's talking about. So
Fists were thrown.
Ryan was on the aisle. I was in the middle. Some chick was at the window. I don't know who she was. She wasn't with us because the kids were in. They were across the thing from us. And so her kid kept coming over, like walking up on the aisle and like leaning over me and Ryan and trying to talk to her. And we're like, do you want us to get up? Like, what do you want us to do here? I kept asking her, is there something I can do to help you with your kid? No, she's fine. She's fine. But she, then the kid would walk away, presumably go to her seat. And then she kept coming back and leaning over, mommy, whatever. So anyway, whatever. I got a drink because I wanted to fall asleep. Well,
cheers to
when the
that.
flight attendant handed me my drink, we hit turbulence and it spilled onto the mother.
Whoopsies.
It was awesome. And she thought that I did it on purpose because she thought that I was pissed about her kid, which I was, but I did not spill my alcohol on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's alcohol.
You wouldn't waste alcohol like that.
It escalated a little bit.
Right. Joe Cole saying, I almost did when the guy next to me kept farting and talking about cryptocurrency.
That's so funny, Michelle, because my story is alcohol related as well.
Shocking.
Oh, do tell.
Really?
Aren't all your stories?
I wanted another beverage on the flight, and my wife was like, no. And I was like, woman, this flight is long. I'm still thirsty. And we got into a big old scuff. She was all like, wow.
You said woman.
FN, you do know that they make liquids that don't have alcohol in it, right?
Wait, what?
Water. Like, what? They do?
It's true.
What is this magic elixir you speak of?
How long was the flight? Was it a 45-minute flight?
Let me tell you, it was like from here to San Diego, and it was like at least 38 minutes. It was terrible. I only had 3 drinks. And I was like, "Jeez, come on!"
Do you know some airlines are flat out not having alcohol return just yet because of the?
Yes, I know.
There's been an increase of this type of stuff. I've had.
Hey, full disclosure, that story was 100% made up.
Oh.
Thank you, because I was literally.
He would never fight with his wife.
No,
he would never fight with his wife like that.
Because I
Mine was true.
Yeah, no, I shocked you. There was 2 times. So,
My mom and I.
Wait, there's more?
My mom and I were on a flight. You didn't get in a fight, but we witnessed a fight, and 2 people were almost escorted off the plane before we started.
They were
taking off.
fighting over an armrest. Fighting.
Oh my god.
That's okay.
Fighting.
Okay.
Over an armrest.
You know, it's warranted. It's warranted.
I will say this. Okay, so Shawn Tempesta, man with not a very violent temper, but occasionally I get pushed to another level. So it's not an armrest, although I will say bad design. How are you going to have one armrest between 2 people? So if you're in the freaking middle seat, you're screwed. No.
Yes.
No, they get both.
I hold their hand.
It really sucks.
I hold their hand.
So I was there we were doing a flight from Boston to Vegas, and I reclined my seat. It's a 6-hour flight. I need to stretch my freaking legs. And so the guy behind me jams his legs against the back of my seat. Boom. Doesn't say, sir, I'm sorry. Can you just give me a little bit of space? He does it on purpose and he jams it. So I'm like, oh, we're playing that game. All right, fine. And now I'm pushing back. Like I am like, now I'm just like, just because you're not a man, you're not just saying, sir, if you could. I am not going to allow you to push my seat forward. This goes on for like an hour. And then I hear him starting to, stir with his wife or whatever it was, and then he's like flat out kicking my seat. And I turn around, I'm like, "What the is your problem? If you have an issue, like a man,
is he a 5-year-old?
Ask me to freaking move the seat. Don't be a child and stick your legs in.
Oh.
Don't be a child." That was it.
Right.
That was where that ended. And then there was another time where the kids
That's
were.
where it ended?
That was
Hold
where
on,
it ended.
He didn't have no rebuttal or nothing?
No, because he was a child. He was freaking wrong, and he knew it, and his wife was embarrassed. My wife was embarrassed too, though.
Totally
So.
kicked the seat and
Yeah.
you in the face.
But the other
I
one,
wonder if I embarrass Ryan.
all the time.
I'm
You
sure.
embarrass me, and I'm not even married.
All the time.
There was another time our kids were crying, but we were trying our damnedest to get them to stop crying. And the people in front of us were so obnoxious about how upset they were that our kids were crying. We're friggin' trying. We are not like, it's okay. Oh, it's fine. We're trying. So then another woman who was a parent but didn't have any kids with her offered for her and her husband to switch seats, and they did. And that woman... We got them drinks. We were so thankful.
Very
just
good.
friggin' trust me. We do not want to be on a flight with these kids right now. You know we don't. We're trying.
I will
I've
say
done that.
I
I've
do.
done that.
I do. I always say
That's-
something when there's a crying kid because you know that mom
Yeah.
feels terrible. And Samantha and I just flew, I don't know, our whirlwind trip to LA or Salt Lake or wherever the hell we were going. And the kid cried the whole time. It was a short flight, but it doesn't change the fact that he
Salt
cried
Lake
the
to
entire
Vegas.
time. And
That's
so when we
awesome.
stood up and, we were all waiting to get off the plane and somebody, people started making comments and she looked at me and she said, "I'm so sorry." I said, No, you don't ever apologize for that. Everybody on this plane was his age. Don't you dare apologize.
Now, like, when it comes to like movie theaters, you don't bring your 2-year-old into a freaking movie theater.
No,
You just don't.
Exactly.
But like this is a mode of transportation. The freaking hyperloops aren't made yet, so this is the only way we
gotta
have.
do something. You gotta do something.
I've done something.
You batted it into mom.
Into mom, okay. He's confirming the drink story. Do I embarrass you? Come here. Do I embarrass you?
Oh boy.
Most days.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he does.
No, I've done
Do I
similar-
write checks with my mouth
I
that my ass can't cash?
Oh yeah.
Also, yes.
So
I've
I
done
love you.
similar things.
I mean, no,
I've
never.
got because I always travel with the
What do you
mini
think?
games.
Am I Venmoing you?
And there was this one. There was a little girl that was super nervous, and she was in the middle seat. And I had my Nintendo 3DS, and she was like, and she was kicking the seat in front of her. I'm like, "Come here, honey." And then I played Zelda, and I let her watch. She was
I'm telling you right now.
Oh yes.
You know,
That's
Sarah, the
amazing.
few days that I
That's
did
amazing.
and that we did, Sarah's gonna make such a friggin' great mother. Like it's not even
She
close.
was like
You're
my
gonna
mom
be
for
great.
the weekend. She was literally my mom for the weekend.
Sarah,
Very maternal.
Sarah, you are
Sarah, when,
very, very comforting.
every time we have to fly, we luckily, kind of sort of luckily, but not really luckily. Either way, because Junior is autistic and he's severely autistic, we get to do like the whole board or early and everything.
Early boarding. Yeah.
But even still, we'll get the close up front seat and we'll all board together and shit. But he will throw fits when the plane is start taking off and everything, and he screams and stuff. But usually throughout the whole entire flight, he's really chill, really cool, and everything like that. But still, I feel so terrible, and I apologize to everybody around. I'm like, you guys, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish it wasn't like this, but it is. And for Sarah to be so cool with that kid, that makes me feel like better because
we need more
there's
people.
nothing we can do. I wish there was some. I wish awareness was just more aware, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does get tough for us.
You don't know until it affects
to
you
deal
personally.
with these things on a day-to-day basis.
Until you experience it personally, you have no idea. And all those people on the plane that are bitching and complaining, and will you shut that kid up? Oh, I wish colic on their kids.
Oh, let me tell you, if someone said that out loud, to me, like, or around me,
there'd be
Limp
a
Bizkit
fight.
break stuff montage. Boom.
There would be a fight.
I just have to say,
I will get
every time I hear something else about you, Sarah, I love you more and more. You are absolutely freaking an amazing person. I know.
Yes.
We're gonna break her. I can see it.
Come on.
I already broke
What are you
her
gonna do?
before the
What are you
show even
gonna do?
started.
You're gonna cry.
Sarah.
You're gonna cry.
She's already crying.
sissy.
She's already crying.
She needs another drink in her shaker.
No, look what Sammy gave me. Sammy gave me the whole bottle.
Oh, he gave you the whole bottle.
Oh, Sam gave her the whole damn
Wow.
bottle.
You know what
Which
that means?
is a mistake for him because we're watching Raya the Last Dragon after this, and I heard it's emotional.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Did you watch it yet?
I'll tell you what the truth is. He's hoping tonight.
Shawn, you have kids. Did you watch Raya and the Last Dragon yet?
I have not seen that. I don't know what that is.
Oh, dude, you're missing out. It's good. It's good.
Not.
Okay.
Who has seen it?
You're the only one.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
I think it's because Effin, you're the only one that has kids that age that will watch it, and I am basically a child that age.
Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
the only
Yeah.
one who loves my kids. Like, there's a lot of other people in this show that has kids.
My kids are
That's what I come
4.5
back
and
to.
2.5. Like, I'm begging them to watch any movie. They finally watched Up with me. I'm like, finally, we got their attention.
Oh,
long
that's a
enough for
good
something.
movie. That's a good
So-
movie.
That is depressing.
It is a depressing movie. I like the story. Hey, a guy
we went
in
with Marvel movie number 9 today.
A guy in Massachusetts was swallowed whole by a whale.
Pinocchio, is that you?
If you believe his story.
Jonah?
Yeah, this
He
is.
survived?
First at 5, a lobsterman with a whale of a tail, following a close encounter with a humpback whale off the coast of Provincetown. He says he ended up.
Look at this, by the way. Look at that
He's
set.
wearing a thong.
God in heaven, that is just a sexy ass set. God, nothing like that.
Yes, in the whale's mouth.
It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's not. And he survived and is talking to 7 News. 7's Jonathan Hall is live on the Cape with his story. John.
He's been there for 30 years.
Guys, 7 was there for a heartwarming reunion between this dad and his sons. You know, it was about 8 a.m. this morning when the diver holding a bag full of lobsters about 35 feet beneath the surface of the ocean, suddenly his world changed. He didn't know what was happening, but he thought he was a goner.
Oh, yeah. Great
That was the best timing ever. That was perfect.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Magnificent. Oh, that's funny. All right, here we go. Continuing. Here he is. Here we go. This guy is just, he's had a day.
Second dive, and I jumped in the water. And I was heading down towards the bottom, and about 45 feet of water. I was just about at the bottom, and I just felt this truck hit me. And everything just went dark. And I could just feel just
Wasn't a truck, sweetheart.
It's a whale.
just
It's the trick
hard
of the sea.
stuff all
It's
around
not
me.
even
Like,
close.
Ain't
I
no
just
more
thought,
than
did I just
50
get
in the
eaten by a
ocean.
white shark? And then I said, no, I don't feel any teeth. And I said, oh my God, I'm in the mouth of a whale with his mouth shut.
Did he play? Did
My
he say,
regulator came out of my mouth, and I was like,
So let's let you know, this is called a SOT in the business, a SOT, S-O-T, is sound on tape. This is the longest SOT I've ever seen in a package ever, where they're just letting him tell his story. They're not even like getting in the middle and like cutting up. They're just like, let him tell the tale, because something tells us in 4 days we're going to be telling the tale about how he lied. But don't continue.
oh my God, I better get that regulator. And I stuck it back in my mouth, and he's swimming, and I could just be in his mouth, and he's swimming, and I'm like, this is how you're going to go, Michael. This is how you're going to die.
I can't
In the
stand
mouth
people
of
who
a
talk
whale.
with their eyes closed.
No way.
And I was there for about
okay.
30, 40 seconds, and I just thought,
Then he got pooped out.
am I just going to, like, run out of
At least I
air
have lobster.
and suffocate?
Oh, I'm telling you right now,
know.
the fact that they have not edited this into a package and they're just letting it play, they don't believe him at all.
Is he going to swallow me?
At all.
Do you?
No.
And,
It's not
and I
that
just
cool.
was struggling, but I knew that this was this massive creature. There was no way I was going to
Now,
bust.
if you don't know, by the way, a humpback whale is friggin' massive.
They're huge.
Massive. So
They're
it's
gigantic.
plausible.
Myself out of
What's
there.
bigger,
And,
the humpback or the blue whale?
But they don't eat
Humpback's
lobster.
but I kept struggling, and then all of a sudden I saw light, and I just could feel his head shaking, and I just got thrown out of his mouth into the water. There was just white water everywhere, and I just was laying on the surface floating.
When Michael Packard got back to his home in Wellfleet this afternoon, he had a hug for his
That was over 2 minutes of him talking. That's unbelievable. It's unheard of.
16-year-old son Jacob, who has helped him out on the boat.
He's just his normal self. I asked if he's all right, and I was worried about him. He's like, no, it's all right. Just another day. I'm just a little bruised up. I'll see.
His son staged this.
You were just in a freaking whale's mouth.
Just
another
whatever
day.
both of them are on, they're on it right now.
Yeah.
So
just
whatever they
another
were taking on the
day.
boat, they're taking it now.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
See you for dinner.
that doesn't happen.
No. Oh, there's more. Here we go.
Feel lucky?
Oh,
I feel extremely lucky because when I was in that mouth, I really, there was no question. I thought that this is it.
He looks like a,
Dude, same.
honestly, just a quick moment.
Same.
He does look like a drugged
in
out
that mouth.
Colin Quinn. You see it now. Okay.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Joe Quill's saying, Joe Quill's saying, I always wondered what happened to Jeff Spicoli.
Packard, who says he also survived a fatal plane crash, says diving for lobsters is a dying industry. Does he plan to continue? Changing careers too, or are you going to stick to it?
Absolutely not. As soon as I heal up, I'll be right back in the water. It's my love.
After being swallowed by a
I
whale.
will say, when you're a lobsterman in the Boston area, you are a lobsterman in the Boston area. Like that's what you do. You're not changing careers. That's literally what you've been
Getting
bred
down
to do.
there in a different world.
And his wife told me she is not at all surprised that is the stance he is taking. A real-life Moby Dick tale from the Cape.
Genders.
Reporting live in Wellfleet, Jonathan Hall, 7 News.
This
It takes back to the Sunday school classes as well, John. It's really so unbelievable. I think a lot of people are going to be talking about this. So, Michael, any injuries whatsoever?
Well, originally it was put out that he had one, perhaps two broken legs. He was treated and released at Cape Cod Hospital. He's
Same
just
day.
bruised up at this point and very, very thankful. His boat is named the J&J, named after his sons, Jacob and Josiah. And he's thanking his lucky stars, plans to go out as soon as he can. And the last time I did an interview like this one, it was a New Bedford fisherman who survived a fatal incident at sea. That was riveting, and this was perhaps even more so.
Survived the fatal at sea.
It will get swallowed by a whale
People might
too.
have died in that same event. I think is what they're saying. It's not
Yeah.
it's not a very good way of saying it, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I believe him, but there's that. Okay, fantastic.
No, but okay.
On to the next one. Here we go. I'm not even.
Hello. That's just my baby dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Your first one today.
I'll explain what you're watching here in a second.
It's the chair.
She is. Wait till you see why she's in it. Jaws of life got pulled in.
Wait, what?
Can you imagine? I would be so embarrassed.
Oh my god. Alright. I wouldn't step out. Go ahead and step out. Are you okay?
Sex fetishes.
It was for a fetish.
What the hell?
Oh yes, 100%.
What is fetishy about
thing
a
the miner's
folded-
not there.
That is incredible.
This is a stuck fetish.
This is a what fetish?
For real?
A
This is how I get stuck.
fetish.
A spuck fetish?
No,
Stuck.
stuck. As in, like,
Yes.
oh, I'm stuck in a dryer, or oh, I'm stuck in a window, or any of those
Stuck in a
beginning
chair.
of the step
Yeah.
brother.
Her name on TikTok is Sydney Joe, and she was caught in the things of a metal chair there. She gives sex work advice and specializes in certain fetishes. The firefighters, blah blah blah. In a follow-up video she posted to TikTok, the one explaining the kinds of videos she posts, in which she includes the stuck fetish. That's probably not the answer you're looking for, but I'm glad it made so many of you happy and gave you a laugh. Probably the best stuck video I've ever made.
Was she hoping that one of them firemen would
Yeah, that would have been the best video of all time.
Probably. Probably.
Hi, Mr. Firefighter. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I'm stuck in a folding chair.
Stuck in this chair.
Yeah.
Take
You
your
help me?
hose out.
Oh my god.
I need some grease to grease me up to get me out of this chair.
Why is that a thing?
Go get the fire
Because people
hose.
are weird.
You gotta get this
We don't
lady
judge.
People.
We don't judge. They just have
don't
weird,
understand, like, how
really
is
weird
that?
fetishes.
Everything's a
Okay,
fetish. Like, honestly, me with this hat
guarantee
fetish.
I did
judge. I'm
specifically
like-
schedule my shot where the fire department was administering them.
She did. Cade was embarrassed.
There's that. I don't care.
So we know that she's got a vaccination fetish. That's what it is. Yeah.
There you go.
I guarantee you that Europe
guys think
probably doesn't have these weird fetishes because they have like nude beaches and nudity is just acceptable.
Yeah, but we
Just
all have to
normal
stay inside our house
stuff
and
over there.
Google,
No,
and that's how we
that
get into
just
this
means-
freaking
That
mess.
just means that their fetishes are even more wild than ours.
Nah.
Like octopuses.
If they're
Samantha has a
That's
killer
not how you
fetish.
spell fetish.
they're
That's not how you spell
way
fetish.
more wild.
That's like feed dish. Gilbert has a feed dish or a fed dish.
But I have a
fetish.
question.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
think if I were to be stuck in a folding chair and were to call the fire department out, do you think they'd be that friendly with me?
No.
They'd laugh at you.
I'd
No.
Like, you
I'd
moron.
OnlyFans that.
Probably not.
I'd OnlyFans that.
Yeah, no, I would not.
You guys.
Alex
Did Will
Samario
get
just
swallowed by a whale?
No, Will will be right back. There's an issue with work, he said. Back from the set. Hope I didn't miss much. Alex Del Barrio doing his sportscast there in Texas. And he just finished his game. So everyone
Yeah, very good,
in the
ADB.
newsroom has been
Alright.
watching us right now, and I'm sorry. Okay. Let me go in here and actually, because I can't
Are
play.
you playing
so,
games?
Yeah, you're going to play a game, and this will determine who gets to play.
Am I allowed to play?
You are. Yeah, I'm sitting
Yeah.
in on this.
But I qualify.
Well, you could play
It
for
doesn't
Will.
matter.
Okay, but if
You
you
can
qualify
double
twice,
qualify.
if you do qualify twice, you get double dong immunity, which means you can get eliminated in the tournament and then continue playing.
I can
know.
pull a friend
Green light
now,
for
and
you.
then I can spend all of my points on myself and do self-loving. So
What if you
I am all powerful.
Oh my god.
Here's another
There's-
member to be qualified instead.
No,
There's a
it's
lot happening.
non-transferable.
There's a lot happening.
Really
Are Green
fast.
allowed to do teams or no?
No, you're not. No,
Never.
and you're not allowed to call hacking friends as well. Really fast.
It's
This is by
qualified.
request right here. It's a tale of love. Done. That's from Ken Bange 14 minutes ago. About something, I'm not sure why. Okay, let's see here. So only Nick has gone in right now. I have texted the code in the situation. Nick, you're first.
Oh.
Okay.
You know what? Hold
Damn
on.
thing.
If Will doesn't make it, I will play in his stead. Done.
We're playing
Uh-oh.
Trivia Murder Party.
Yeah, you
What
are.
are we
I
playing?
apologize.
Are we doing
Trivia
Jackbox?
Murder Party.
Trivia
Yes.
Murder Party.
Jackbox.tv, and you put in that code.
I
Crap.
apologize
Is-
if we
where's
play
the chat?
Okay,
Jackbox,
I'm in.
because my answers will be silly.
Gilbert
Joe
said,
Quill says, "Can I qualify if I end up picking the $1 million case again
Look
tonight?"
at you trying to
You know
flex
what?
super hard.
Joe.
You know what? Yes, for tonight only.
Ooh.
Joe Quills,
about
I
me?
will ask you for your case first and foremost, and we'll hold that to the side. And if there's $1 million in your case again, I will let you qualify.
I think that's fair.
It's witchcraft. And that, you know, game respect game at that point.
Collusion.
I think that's
Collusion
fair.
even.
He should message it to you so that way nobody else knows.
There we go. Yes, Joe Curls, DM me what you think the case will be. I know it might take some time between now and then. Okay, really fast. We'll go right here, and we'll go. Samantha, no texting Will for his help. Will is currently indisposed at the moment, so I don't know if he's going to be able to help at all. But yeah, don't be that person. No one likes that.
BRB.
Okay.
Nobody likes that person.
No one likes that person.
Potty break, I guess.
Okay. That. By the way, the code has been, or his case has been sent to me, so I'll let you know when you pick it. All right. Cool. I'm in. Start the game, Nick, and maybe the people that just left will join us. We'll wait for a second. We'll wait.
Oh, Stefan would.
Half the people decide to leave. Alex,
I was going to say, I feel left out. I should leave.
Is Will pooping? No, he's not pooping. He's doing something for work at the moment. Where's Will?
I have to go pee.
Oh my God.
Where's Will?
So aggressive.
He's also going pee. He'll be back in just a minute.
All right, nice. What weird pictures, Mr. IDJ? What weird pictures does Joe Curls have of Shawn to get away with? And that is honestly just like if he's done it 2 nights in a row. If you do it 3 nights in a row, that's freaking nuts. That's nuts.
Dude, right? I get so sore after the second night.
And that also means that Joe Quill is witchcraft voodoo.
It's witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
All right, here we go.
Voodoo.
Let's play.
We good?
Let's see here. Mr. Potato Fred says, I'm trying to watch you now. 95 down, 50 up, still buffering constantly. Miss you all. Why?
Miss you, Fred.
We miss you too. By the way,
so
Fred.
much.
Oh, let me just tell a little story, okay? This is a little story. Fred,
Is that
if
the
you're
same
watching,
Fred?
This is the same Fred. This is our former engineer, Fred. Fred, please come back. Please come back.
Oh, yeah.
We have an engineer.
Fred.
We have an engineer at our station that's incredibly talented, but he has the social skills of Satan. So,
Tracy, yeah.
Tracy, yeah. So Tracy, I get a text from Tracy saying, I need to restart Wide Orbit. That's the system that we use to play out our music. I'm like, okay. He's like, are you going to talk into Beautiful Mistakes? I'm like, I will hold. So in other words, I'm going to talk into this song. So what he needs to do is he needs to restart this computer when a song is playing on another computer. Okay. So he says, I got it pulled up on YouTube. I'm like, no, we don't need YouTube. Don't play YouTube. You could have a swear. He's like, I typed clean, he said. So, but I told him I'm talking into Beautiful Mistakes. So I talk into Beautiful Mistakes, right? Then as soon as I'm done talking, the song fades out. And what happens? We are now playing Beautiful Mistakes from YouTube. But I told him, don't play it because I'm playing it from that. Wait till the next song because I downloaded that song legitimately. So now we're playing the YouTube version, which has a rap part that we've never played on the station before. And I can't hear it. So I'm playing the song that comes after that one. So we're playing 2 songs at once and he doesn't turn off the second song. Because he was impatient enough where he wouldn't wait 3 minutes. 3 minutes for the next song to play. In freaking prime time, 3 o'clock hour on Mix 94.1 during the commercial free at 3, sponsored by Sam and Ash Injury Law.
Oh, man.
Because you deserve
know what that was?
What?
You know what that was?
28 people heard it.
It was a terrible mistake. It was an awful mistake. It was, honestly, I'm listening to it on my Google Home and I'm disgusted. So here's the deal. Tracy, not very good interpersonal skills. I love him. I think he's incredibly talented. I make excuses for him to other people that find him so incredibly difficult. But what happened today was so irresponsible. Oh my God.
That happened today?
Yeah. I was pissed. Just show me a little respect. My God.
I thought this was like an old story.
No, that just happened today. Very frustrating. So yeah, you heard an audio on the show today, and it's courtesy of Tracy, our lovely engineer, who is fantastic, but needs to work on the interpersonal skills just a bit. The stream has been live for over 1 hour, 41 minutes. Thank you so much. Okay, that's good to know. Was that the car accident? Yeah, it was. Okay, here we go, everybody. We're ready to go. Let's play.
Well, Will's back. Do you want to redo it?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Just go. Just go.
Okay. All right. But if I win, Will gets to play.
Will's a great comment.
Okay.
Are we going to skip the intro?
Yeah, I guess everyone knows how to play this game at this point, right?
Skip intro. Yes.
Good.
I like their band. I like watching the old band go like this.
Come on, wake up. Welcome to Trivia
Cool
Night,
kids.
a trial by fire to wash clean the unworthy. But I wasn't done talking, but whatever. Let's get to it. Okay, now,
Awesome.
first question. Tom Hanks has a son who's a rapper. What's his stage name?
I know this.
I know it.
Use your device to answer the question. That means you weirdos in the audience, too.
It should be relatively easy for y'all.
None of those are right.
It's a super easy guess.
Yeah.
And the correct answer is... Who got
Yeah.
it right?
No.
Creative.
Everyone but Nick and Gilbert. Oh no. Hold on, I'm gonna move this so you can't
I
see the
thought it
code.
was. I thought it was Chet.
I put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry everyone. It's VBQM. VBQM.
Answer
Oh, God.
very carefully. Which soup is the best? Type
Which
an
soup
answer
is the
in your
best?
device
Gilbert.
and press send when you're finished.
There's only one answer. Right?
Now everyone
Do
gets
we
to
do?
vote. I want you to pick the answer that you hate the most. Whoever wrote the answer with the most votes dies.
Oh man, this is a really good soup.
The only correct answer is left.
Ham or no ham?
I mean, honest to God, I think this is a not even remotely a difficult answer. So the code's there now. VBQM, everybody.
Nick offered
How
himself
dare you.
as
The votes
tribute.
are in.
Oh wow!
Wow, that was close.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, Nick. You're done.
All good.
You can still get to play, so it's okay.
How
Just killed you
did
and you're
Split Pea
totally
do that
ghost
well?
now. But
I
trivia's
need
not
to
about
know.
that.
Split Pea is
You
amazing.
might just rejoin the living.
Mine was way
Better than
People
chicken
even
noodle
the
soup.
deceased should have a
Chicken noodle
chance.
soup
Yeah.
cures like
Chicken
sicknesses.
Chicken noodles suck.
My mom used
Wow.
the best
Because,
noodles
you
when
know,
I'm
you
sick.
don't rank people enough
All
in
you can have is the
society.
soda
And
on the
the audience
side.
I have a fun fact that
Uh-oh,
abusive
audience.
chicken
Kind
noodles
of a bad
was
start,
better
eh?
than
But it's early.
Yeah,
Abusive
but
chicken noodle soup.
Get away.
Yes.
Did it
Legit.
slap you?
Yeah, I
Here's
can't
another
drink
one.
it anymore. Or eat
Question
it
2.
anymore.
Who wrote Invisible Man?
Oh.
I thought that was Queen. Wasn't it Queen? I'm the Invisible Man. Whoop. I'm the Invisible Man. Whoop. That was such a good rendition. We might get DMCA strike for that. All right, here we go.
100%.
Way to go.
Yeah, I was totally wrong.
Yeah, we might.
Wow. It's just me and Nick. Well,
Everyone read that.
Oh, Shawn.
I'm already
All right.
dead, so it doesn't matter.
pick a finger.
Baby.
Dog. Welcome back to the killing floor.
Isn't it a true story?
We're going to play the finger cutting.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I hate this. This is the worst
Spoke
game.
it out.
Take care of it. Just
Hey,
choose
at
your
least
fingers
it's
to
better
cut
than the
off.
wheel,
There's no
because the
wrong
wheel
answer.
you're going to
The
die.
right answer.
I know. I hate the.
Cut this one.
This is slow death. That's fast death.
So
So.
who loses anyway? Even if the right answer actually.
I'm gonna lower down
to the scoreboard.
Chatty Cathy over there. All right, here we go.
Sorry, I'm explaining the game to her.
No, I understand. I love
She
you.
can't help you, by the way.
Let's mix things up a little
No,
bit.
she's not.
The picture question.
You totally can.
Hey,
No
check out
help.
this
I got
picture.
confidence.
Okay, here we go.
He's an orphan
I
that showed
hate
up to my
this.
door one day. I'm training him to take my place as soon as he's old enough to overpower me. Real sweet kid. Mercy, that cute widow cowboy hat is killing me.
I got
But
it.
don't let his cute little face fool you. He likes to hide under people's stairs and slash at their ankles. What a scam.
Jeez Louise.
But back to business. How many fingers did the little cowboy have?
Oh, son of a what?
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I didn't-
Nobody
Why
paid
did they
attention to
ask
fingers, did
the
you?
number
None
in
of
the
you.
last one?
No
Yeah.
idea.
I saw a little number 3 and I was like, oh, it's got to be the
Yeah.
3, right?
Exactly. That's what I did
I think
too.
I have it.
I even memorized.
There were
20,
3
100%
stars.
is
One
20.
of them wasn't filled.
The last glimpse I noticed, he had 2 right hands. There were 15.
Oh, yeah.
Boom!
Come on.
Good.
9-9.
Plus math.
Way to
equals
cheat.
Ooh, let's go.
Answer
Let's
as many
No!
questions as you can before time runs out.
Oh, I love
The
this
person who
one.
does
Come
the
on, Sarah,
worst
you got it.
Hate
dies.
it. Hate it.
Time to get your math on.
7, 6, 7.
42.
Wow.
37.
Sarah
Negative
Quinn in
4,
the lead right now.
2,
Khalid the land,
8,
nipping at her
4,
heels. F and Stefan
Come on,
still
Sarah.
to do math.
Don't get crunched by the
9, 8, 6. Oh, still in the lead. Oh, we are incorrect. And Sarah's still alive with 12. 13. 14.
I wish we could do
In the lead by
but
4.
time's almost up.
There it is. It is over. All over. F and
This
Stefan,
was inevitable.
we hardly knew ye.
R.I.P.
Kill him.
But we love you.
I'm drunk and I'm bad at math.
I know.
Like, what
Math is evil,
happened?
even for me.
Man, I'm drunk. I'm just more drunk. I'm better at
How did I
drinking
go
beer
down?
than
I
you.
was right.
You're an embarrassment to all uncaptured people.
Holy
Drink
cow.
faster.
All right, next question. I took my big brother's trombone apart to see where the music comes from, and now I can't get it back together. Andy's gonna be home any minute. You've got to help me. What's the knob on a trombone connected to?
Where's your thing?
Bless you.
What's the knob on a trombone connected to? Womp, womp, womp to anyone who doesn't know how to play trombone.
I don't know how.
I don't know.
Dude, I really want to learn to play piano. Like,
I know.
so
It's in your
bad.
lower
And the
thirds.
correct answer is this.
Yeah.
Down again.
No!
Well, I hope you know how to spell.
Oh.
Use letters to spell the
Fantastic.
longest word you
Mom,
can
you
before
got
time
this.
runs out. Just ignore
She does
any
have
blood
this.
on
I want the math
letters.
one.
Don't be the person with the shortest word,
Just
or
spell
you'll
beefcake,
regret
you'll
it.
be fine.
Here we go.
Start poking those letters with your fingers.
So, apparently, as an audience member, you get asked
the
who you
letters
think
don't
is
have to
going to
touch
die.
each other. And remember to press submit when you're done.
Yeah. I hope you get points for this.
Will, did you purposely match your headphones to your shirt?
I honestly did not. I didn't know
You just
anything
said
until
yes.
I got on
You
camera
just
and was
said
like,
yes.
oh.
I would give you another level of respect if you said yes.
I have an 8. I have an 8
That
right
was
now.
impressive.
I have a 7.
Ooh.
Let's see what you get.
Angriest.
That means I'm out.
Angriest was up there.
I don't want to put you
Yes, I was right.
giving me
I was
much
right.
choice.
Mine was mystery.
It's okay, my love.
Angriest, baby.
Bye-bye.
And it was
Night-night.
No. I couldn't get the math one.
should put candles. Girl.
Joe Quills, I was a saxophone guy. You know, so was Bill Clinton. He was also a big fan of
I played the flute.
humidors.
I was a French
Yeah,
horn.
cigars. Yeah.
Number 5.
What
Yes, he
position does
was.
Rosie O'Donnell's character play in A League of Their Own?
Oh, God.
Never even seen that movie.
I was a drummer once in life.
What position does
But I
Rosie
also played
O'Donnell's
the
character
violin.
play in A League of Their Own? Top was not one of the options.
I have no idea.
Bottom?
I thought it was catcher.
I thought it was catcher
So did
too.
I.
Guess not. She has, I believe, the body of a catcher. But
You said this
third
one.
base, yeah, I did not have third base, and I also cut off that pinky, so screw me. Well, looks like a lot of us are in trouble.
Got it.
Toot toot.
Damn it.
No.
Okay, so
Oh well.
now
Take
hold
as
on.
much
Now
money
so
as
Nick
you
is
want,
not
but take the
playing
most
this
money
round.
With the least money.
So Gilbert,
and you'll be sorry.
Sarah, Michelle, me. Honest to
Snag
God.
some green, why don't you?
Do it, Sarah. Do it.
Hold on, so hold on. Oh, you whoever take the most or least money and you'll be sorry.
Or you'll. If y'all pick the same amount. 69.
Take the money. Don't be a bitch.
69.
So this isn't. Well, no, you have to take the money.
Yeah.
You have to
But if
take
you
the
pick
money.
all the
It's a different
same.
game.
Little monsters are.
Well, this is easy. Done.
Ooh.
Me and Sarah Quinn.
Oh my god, high five again!
1 in 1,000, and we
Is
got
the
it
social
right on the
commentary a little too on the nose?
High five!
I love
Just
it.
don't
High
compare me to
five.
Banksy, please.
Always, every single time, you and I.
That guy.
Oh well.
Samantha always tries to take all of Mom's money, and she got both of them killed. Good job.
You high five.
That love you, mommy.
Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Ooh. My goodness.
The audience isn't
Nice.
doing
Leave
so
is still in the
great,
lead.
but there's time to catch up.
Leave!
Next question. I'll never forgive it for how it treated Rick Moranis, but what's the name of the man-eating plants in Little Shop of Horrors?
Rickon, I'm a musical nerd. I sing the opening song all the time. Jim has to put up with it.
I forget this so much.
Yeah.
I think I love this.
I love the movie.
Forget this.
Love this show so much.
Oh, it's so good.
Stefan watched it
Nick,
because
you
of me.
remember?
The song was stuck in my head, and I'm just thinking of the dude, not the plant.
Damn it! Oh, I was gonna say
Yes.
that for a second. Son of a
I still got it
bitch.
right.
Oh, not again.
You're the only one, bud.
Sorry, it's been a while. Loser wheel.
Oh,
Let me
it's
the one to
over.
freaking beat this.
Honey.
Your best.
It's a
If you somehow beat this, it would surprise me.
No.
Nobody ever beats the wheel.
And
Nobody
the
ever
loser
beats the
wheel
wheel.
has chosen.
Bye.
R.I.P.
Oh,
That was
God.
my face.
Shoot, I forgot to pick up the
Gave you
coffee
the character
filters.
with the big head this time.
Sorry, I don't know why that popped into my head. I should probably run out after I'm done with you. Let's try another one. Who's the salesman in Death of a Salesman?
Oh my god, this is so easy! I did a report on this!
Every time she says that, I'm like, is it really?
Isn't... I'll wait until the last one here. Isn't number 4 the name of the kid from UHF?
This one.
Yeah. Santa Kowalski is the janitor in UHF.
Yes. Punishment.
Look at UHF.
Yes.
Yeah.
Freaking knew it.
The Weird Al movie.
The
I
land.
want to play a dice game. I'll go first. Whoa. Now I need an assistant. How about you? In order to live, should they roll higher or lower? The choice is yours.
Me.
All right. So in order to live, should they roll higher or lower? Choose it.
Very interesting.
Higher.
I'm hoping for bad things.
What a dick.
Oh no.
Wow.
I would have went
I
lower.
was
this.
so
It's okay.
hoping this would happen.
You would have went lower because you believe in karma.
Exactly.
33 viewers tonight. Thank you so much for watching.
Good,
Sarah
we're
Quinn
just
is
down to
right now
one.
Sarah.
beating on ass.
Congrats on making it
I
here
don't want to
alive.
throw the game.
Now let's see if you can escape with
Coming
your
for you,
body.
Sarah.
Don't throw the game. No, Sarah, go for
I'm
this.
going to give you a
You can be the
category.
first
You
legit
have to go for it.
recipient of
But it's
Double
not
Dong immunity.
fair.
Do it.
Pictures.
Let's do
It
it.
is
I don't know
very
this.
fair.
That fits, then press
Because
submit.
you'll be eligible for Double the Dong tonight. If you,
I know, but
I know.
Clevis never qualified.
I know, but
Who
still,
cares?
listen. This is not a freaking.
Actually,
This is not.
I literally took
socialism. This
place-
is capitalist game here.
No!
Exactly, and I took the place of Kira for the whole time that she was gone. I literally was out immediately every
Did I
time.
mention
So
that all the other
Oh, we're
ghosts
like
get
all
fired?
dead.
I'm glad you
If a ghost
held the
catches
fort
up to
down,
you, then they will
Steve.
steal your
I got
body.
you. I got
Then
you.
they can escape and win the
Am I
game.
don't get to
Here's
answer or nothing?
everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to
Oh,
help
here we
them
go.
catch up to you.
Oh, I don't know.
Scrabble tiles worth 4 points or more.
If I win, can I get it to sleep? Can I give it to sleep?
No, you cannot.
No.
Non-transferable.
Just get Double Dong immunity.
You will be playing for Double the Dong, and if you win over $1 million, you will get Double Dong immunity tonight, which would be amazing. In the same week.
Oh!
Yeah.
I love you, Sarah.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Got you.
On to the next one.
I know what you just did there.
I don't know what you're talking about, honey.
I know exactly what you just did.
What'd she do?
She didn't answer that last question.
Sarah, are you really going to do this? No, Sarah, you must play. This is the way the game goes. You must play to the best of your
Fine,
ability.
I will play. I will play. And I'll show you that I play.
I will violate you.
Whoa.
Sounds rough.
That's inappropriate.
Well, that was a little much.
Don't quote that.
Not Tempesta to Sarah. I will violate you. Someone quote that.
How is that you're contain a hard-boiled egg?
Here, I'm playing. Don't violate me, Shawn.
I quote.
You've been violated. Sarah, you can't throw the game. Yeah, that is not true.
I always do the worst.
To the spirit of this game.
And because there's no guarantees, Cleve will advance.
He could just totally.
Yeah, I
crap
know, but.
People are catching up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Damn it.
Grads.
Oh, yep. I don't know yet.
The hell was that?
Sarah.
Gilbert.
Did you qualify? Because
Gilbert is a Harvard grad.
No, he's
What's
not.
up, Stephen? What's up, honey?
I was in the lead last time we played this game, you and I. Was that the time that you qualified?
Yeah, me and Michelle were. No. Me and Michelle were the lead, and Michelle took my body, and at the last second, I somehow got.
So I was dead, or I was the only person alive, and you last time we played, but you didn't qualify, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Boy Scout ranks. I could not tell you the least about the Boy Scouts.
I think I know.
Alex DeBario was at BU and Natalie was at Harvard. Oh my goodness. BU, buddy.
No, it's live.
Good for you. Right there on
Life's right below Google.
Calm Advocate.
I forgot about life. My whole family are Eagle
Ooh.
Scouts.
Michelle's catching up.
I got kidnapped by the Girl Scouts. That really happened.
Okay, that's the story for after this game.
No, I did. I got kidnapped, and then my grandma got mad at me for getting kidnapped.
Oh, all right.
All of them.
I don't like that at all.
Everyone goes forward, and Michelle has caught up in their switch bodies.
Dang.
I wasn't a smart kid.
Come on.
And I'm
Heavyweight boxing
playing. I'm
champs.
playing.
I'm rooting for Michelle.
Me too.
Effin, I thought we had something.
I'm rooting for
Good.
everyone
I
but
mean,
me.
You don't have a chance. It's either
I know,
Sarah or
I really
Michelle.
don't.
That's kind of a trick question right there.
Really? Oh, because Manny Pacquiao was never heavyweight. That's what
Oh
it was.
my
Well, he was a
gosh.
light heavyweight champ.
But it wasn't a heavyweight champ, which is something Akira
Light
like.
heavyweight.
Oh no. Somebody stop this from happening. Nations north of the equator.
I think I saw him yesterday. Did it not work?
I played and I played.
I know you played. I believe you now.
Hey, who
I
just
got that
got
one
dead
right.
last?
And ladies and gentlemen, wow.
Oh!
Who got it? Who got it?
Michelle!
Cleve the land. Cleve got
Please, what the hell?
it. It's almost like you planned it.
Please.
11,383.
All is well.
Hell yeah.
Got it.
Oh wow! You just barely won.
Barely. Like this.
11,383.
All is right with the world.
You're playing for 1 times the dong tonight because you were not the person that made it all the way alive. And we will get the game ready to go. It's very exciting.
All right.
So here we go. Let's go to.
Will, you got the poll prediction? Sorry.
I'm happy. My conscience
can.
is clear.
Do you want?
So
you want me
you
to do
got
it?
hold on, you got kidnapped by the
Yeah, please.
Girl Scouts?
I never told you about this story.
I don't remember.
All right.
life's
So
blurry.
back when I was in second, yes, I got kidnapped. So back in the 2nd grade when I was in Mrs. Delara's class, which that doesn't matter, but anyways, how they would call you to buses and to get picked up is they go, bus number 2, come on down. Bus number 5, come on down. Oh, blah, 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 blah. You're here for a pickup. Please report to the gymnasium. And I was waiting for bus number 5 to be called. And instead, my name came over the loudspeaker. And my mom was not home that day, and my grandma was. And my mommy told me, you are not to go to the Girl Scouts meeting. You are to go home to grandma. And so I'm like, I'm very confused. So I went down to the gymnasium, and there's a woman that I had never met before. And I said, hello. And she said, hi, are you Sarah? And I said, yes. She goes, "You're supposed to come with me." And I said, "My mommy said that I'm supposed to go home because my grandma's watching me today." And she goes, "No, your mommy called me. You're supposed to come with me." And I said, "Okay." So I got in this woman's car.
Oh my God, Sarah.
And we went to this. We went to this
I just
location.
got in the car.
There's a kid that
I
walked
didn't.
into.
Yeah,
like,
that I
creepy
didn't
pants.
know where we went, and we went into a basement with all the other girls, and I was about to eat a cookie, and we got out some arts and crafts, and we're sitting in a circle, and then my angry, half German, half Italian grandmother came down and started screaming and grabbed me by my hair and slapped me across my face and started speaking at me very angrily, and I was very confused. Turns out, I was not supposed to go with this woman who later stole money from the Girl Scouts and was fired and was also put on trial. And then she disappeared for 10 years after stealing over $10,000 from the Girl Scouts. But it turns out that she was not supposed to pick me up. And my grandma panicked when I didn't get off of bus 5. And she called up the school. And she found out where all the other girls went because the school called up the other parents that did give permission to find out where I was located.
Wow.
And that is when I got kidnapped by the Girl Scouts.
Wow. What a story, Gwen. What a story.
No, that is a
And then after that, my family and
Transition.
There is no way
they
this
put
can get any better.
They input a safe word. Because of me. My family put in a policy that they input a safe word that if they didn't know the code word, they were not to take us anywhere. And it gets better. The elementary school that I attended then put in a new policy of permission slips, of double permission slips, if you wanted to check a child out because of me. So you're welcome.
Was
Well, that's actually
so first of all, the
that's a good
unofficial
thing.
name of today's show is Girl Scout safe words for sure. Second one,
Absolutely.
it should have been your coach should have been Fat Mints.
Right? But
Because
wait,
no one
I didn't get
knows
any
what it-
Girl Scout cookies. And my code
Why
name
not?
wasn't that hard to guess. It was my cousin's name. But whatever, I was 7 years old. But
Look,
I know
don't
this
know
is
your
going to make the
cousin's name.
Twitter reel. So
But look, seriously though.
Oh, Jesus
Seriously
H.
though, that's like
Can
a
you please
whole
play a game
thing
with
because
Dong?
Whoa.
I listen to a lot of
Wow.
these like murder podcasts and stuff. And my favorite murderer, I don't know if you guys ever listen to these
My
murderer
favorite
podcasts,
murderer.
but, yeah. So, oh god, check it out. So check it out. There was this one time where these girls were at like a Girl Scout camp type thing, and they're supposed to
So this
be
one time
with.
at Girl Scout camp?
right?
I love that you make jokes, but I really
I
hate
have
that you
a
make
flute.
jokes about it because these girls, there was girls that were just completely like raped and murdered and everything, and cut up and everything. And this is
How
a
did we
real
get
thing.
to
Like the
there?
thing
How did
that's
we get
happened to
there?
Sarah.
How did we get here?
How did we
What
get
I'm saying.
there? I don't
This thing that
understand.
happened to Sarah could have
I'm
been
so-
so much worse, and it's a good thing.
Thank God. Oh my God.
I was simple kidnapping. It's murder.
Buddy, we
It got
put this,
so
we,
dark
and
so
when
fast.
I have to tell them the category. We have this under like comedy and stuff like that. You're killing me.
Yeah, you guys.
How did
Oh
we
my
get to that
God,
part of
raping
the
and
story?
killing girls. What is happening right now? Jesus.
Wow.
Hi there, Cleve.
Seriously,
Sorry about
I-
that hubbub there. Wow.
Effin, I'm into murder
Oh my
porn just as
God.
much as the next person, but come on, man.
He's just so sad about the whole thing. He really is just. He's
boy.
really. He's really eating up about it.
Oh,
You know, I will say this about F and Stefan. He cares about the kids. It's true.
Effin cares.
We all love
We
him.
know that. Effin cares.
Hashtag.
Darkville
Oh my
USA.
god. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh no.
Welcome back, Effin. Here we go. You got all those cases. Would you like to pick one of them?
Sure. Let's.
Would you like to name them all after missing children? I mean, what are we doing here?
Hey, you know what? It would be amazing.
We have really gone downhill. Imagine
Nope. It's Friday. It's beer's day. We're gonna go with beer.
Beer, fine. Beer, great.
Beer.
Fantastic. I love this. Let's just play.
Beer's more important.
Then missing children.
He says with a beer in his hand. Please put me out of my misery.
I would give up every beer in my life ever if I could save at least one missing child. Just saying.
Nice.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And that's why we love you.
Dom now.
Like, come on, you guys. Like.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, hold on. No. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's have just a brief moment. We're going to let Eff and Stefan, who knows what the theme of the show is, tell the story. Go ahead, Evan.
No, I'm not going to tell the story, but all I'm saying is that things are real, and not everything is rainbows and fairies. Okay, there's real crap that goes on in this world.
I know that,
and it sucks a lot. It really does happen.
I know.
And when it gets brought up, when it's
who brought
talked
it
about,
up? Who brought it? She. Yeah,
exactly.
Did anything happen?
I guess Sarah brought it, but I was going to say that I brought it up.
I got hit by my grandma, but that's it.
When it does get brought up, all I'm saying is that it shouldn't be pushed under the rug.
No,
it should be brought out to light.
You're right.
It should be brought out to light that these things do happen.
1000%.
And it's sad, and it sucks a lot. There's a lot of kids that go missing, and it sucks. There's a lot of kids that horrible things happen to. They should get brought out to light. I hate it so much. Oh God, you guys!
Hey,
it's
what do you have for your barbecue?
Let's make it clear. This is the official position of Free for All. That child abduction is awful. The more you know.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That goes without
awful.
question. It has never been the viewpoint of Free for All that child abduction is good. Ever. There's also a lot of cancer sucks. Cancer's terrible.
I don't think there's ever been a gray line that we're okay with child abduction.
No.
I don't think there's ever been a gray line.
I feel like we need to defend ourselves. We are not we're not pro child abduction. We don't believe in Q, but we're not pro child abduction.
No.
Correct. Can we play now?
Whoopsie doodle.
So
I don't like. How did we get here?
How did we get here?
So here's the thing.
That's what Sarah asked when she was taking in that car.
She's like, wait,
some
what
random Girl
happened?
Scout meeting. All right, here we go.
What are we doing here? No, we do this because bad things happen. We want to actually laugh about these things. So, case 24, because I've actually said that 3 times.
Oh, you have? Okay. Beer. Thank you, Duff.
Great case, honey.
All right, well, remember, there's a chance for... There's a chance for 2 people to qualify tonight. There's a chance for not only you, Cleveland, but also if he gets it right on the money for tonight only, Joe Quillen, he picked a case, he texted it to me, I'll let you know.
Man.
If he gets it again, he's got to be in the he's got to go.
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go.
Well, so what's that case so I don't pick it?
I'm not telling you until you pick it.
Well, no, I literally want it to be my case against his case if that's the case.
Well, you both
That's
qualify
the
if that was the case. Case.
Case. All right, let's go with 3.
3.
Just 3.
Foster's Australian for beer.
Foster's for diarrhea.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't Google beer brands. I'm going to try to do all of these from my memory, despite the fact I'm not a beer drinker. All right, here we go.
Oh, look at you.
Stefan can help. Steve can help.
I can help. Affin can help. Let's go 5.
5.
They're all going to be Coors Light if I help.
Well,
breweries, come on.
You did mention that there is there's water he could drink, and well, he does. Okay, here we go. 5. I don't know if that's an actual joke. I don't know beers. I don't know if that's like water beer or not. All my points
Most
are riding
domestics,
on
it's a
you.
water
We will
joke.
soon go to an update with Will Dorsey in a second. All right, 5. Let's do Natty Ice.
Natty Ice.
Natty Ice.
Nice.
That's about what Natty Ice is worth.
Natty. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
4 left.
There was not a lot of votes tonight.
8.
Oh, I didn't get to.
Miller Lite.
Oh, I didn't vote.
Oof.
Me neither. I didn't get to.
Neither
vote.
did I.
Yeah, we're
Damn, honey.
in another conversation.
Damn, honey.
Well, when it's single the dong, I want to do a quick submission only because he could pick
Right,
a million
right,
right off the bat.
exactly. Yeah.
So that's why it's got to be a shorter submission.
Effa needs a kegerator at this point. I totally agree. I'm surprised you don't have one.
Effa, what case am I taking?
Oh, that is a kegerator. But this doesn't have a keg in it. That's all. Okay, fair.
What?
No. There's just no keg in it.
Yeah. I could put a keg in it.
But there isn't one.
Prove it.
There isn't one, is what I'm saying.
Look, listen. There comes a time when you become an adult, right? And you have to take care of children.
He says with a massive comic sign behind him in his Twitch room, wearing a Batman shirt. It literally enough. Honest to God, if this is one of those bring your cans in to get 5 cents per can at the grocery store states, you would have $1,500 next to you right now.
His mortgage right there.
Oh man.
I say you go keg. I mean, it's got to be cheaper per liter, I would guess.
No, absolutely not. So check it out.
We'll just drink more.
Albertson does these deals all the time where you get 2 30-packs for $15 a piece, right?
Really?
And you go per fluid ounce. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna get into this.
Oh, really?
This is beer economics. This is beer economics. This is what it is.
He's so angry at us. He's just angry at us for no reason.
Information.
Hey, Stefan, how's your wrist? Is it better? He injured his wrist at work.
Absolutely not. It hurts a lot.
How did you injure
Go to
it?
the doctor.
I did go to the doctor.
Oh.
I was breaking down a ladder and I just felt a weird twitch. And I don't know. You might see it a little bit, but it's kind of swollen right here.
Oh,
Go to the doctor.
It happened a week ago.
Oh my God.
Don't go to work.
Ice on it.
Put your brace
Why
back
haven't
on.
you wrapped it? Why haven't you wrapped it? Put ice on it.
I've done all the proper protocols. I went to the doctor. I took a drug test because it happened at work, and everything's good, guys. Jesus, I don't know why.
Where's the wrap and where's the ice?
She's telling you, where's the ice?
Okay.
Where's the wrap?
I'm not a good rapper. Yo,
Jesus,
check it.
Get effing.
Broke
get
my
effing
wrist
Mrs.
when
on.
I was at work. I was at the stage door
Mrs.
and it was
Calling
really real
effing
bad.
Mrs.
Please
arrive at the
I'm not a good
free-for-all
rapper.
chat.
Sorry. And the ice. Where's the
Just completely checked out. We're like, nope, we're done.
The 18-year-olds are gossiping about us.
No, we're not.
My
Would you like another
pupils
case?
out of my eyes.
Yeah.
11.
Sorry, Cleve.
Not your father's root beer. Open that case. It's my favorite of all the beers.
I actually really like that one.
It's not
Very
bad.
good.
Is that a beer?
Yeah.
It's like it's not a beer. It's a root beer. That's not a
Right.
root beer. Alcoholic root beer.
Got alcohol in it.
That wrapping sucked, Evan. Dick. He's not here to see it, but we all know it's true.
He's out.
All right, here we go.
All right, 26.
26. You know, some of those missing kids are just running away from his rapping. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my
Hey, Miley.
Oh, hello. You're not muted. Hi. How are you?
Hello. How are you?
Can you hear
can't
us
hear
right now? You can't hear us.
Stefan can hear us.
She's got the
It's great to see you.
No, she's got the headphones around her neck, doesn't she?
No.
No, she has headphones
does
for
she?
something else in.
Look at her braided her glasses.
Something else.
All right, one case left.
22.
Bud Light, open that case. Ooh, okay, but you
That's
know what?
okay.
Mostly
That's
unscathed. That was
perfectly
Only
okay.
single
It's
dog,
okay.
you're fine. You're fine.
Wow. Hello.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
Hi. It's Sally Struthers. Hi, Sally.
Oh my god.
Sally would like us all to donate food to children. Yes, Sally.
Oh my
Sally, have you ever thought?
God.
Okay, never mind. Yes, okay, thanks.
Right?
Oh, that's Sarah
Oh
McLachlan.
my
38,000 dong or no dong?
Sean,
No
you're
dong.
horrible.
Am I horrible? Am I?
Yes.
Just trying to end
Wow.
this show,
They're
everybody. We got
horrible in
places
the
to be.
best ways.
All right, here we go. Next one.
14.
For 22 cents a day. 14. 4 local
What's that
in that
dong?
case.
Please don't be 4 Loco.
Ooh, it's 5
Pretty damn close, though.
local. 22 down. There you go. 2
That one hurts. That one hurts. All right.
4 cases.
22 cents for the day.
10.
10. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Oh,
Joe Quillen's case.
Oh my
God.
god. Does somebody qualify today? Oh,
Joe
Jesus.
Quillen, 10.
Oh my
there
gosh,
it is.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'd
we
like
need
to
a
change
drum
my
roll.
case. No.
If 10 has a million dong, Joe Quillen, not even on the show tonight, qualifies for the Tournament of Dong.
You know, I'm
Case-
good with it if it
Fine,
is.
what's
100% I'm good with it.
Case 10. Here we go. Joe Quillen.
It's a weird beer.
Ooh.
Oh.
Thanks for playing, Joe. But still, pretty decent.
Very damn close.
Nice parting gifts for you.
Yeah, we do have some year supply of turtle wax. All right, here we go.
Wax.
3
Yeah.
cases.
All right, two.
Steve,
Two.
you're still alive, buddy. You're
You
still
are still
alive.
Oh, I know. It's
Case
all or nothing at
2.
this point.
Let's go. It's a Michelob Ultra. There we go. Michelob Ultra. Open that case. All right. Okay.
Take it. We'll take it.
Next item up for bids. 2 cases left.
1.
Case 1. O'Doul's.
It's not even a beer. It's not alcoholic.
Jules?
I was banking on him giving me the reaction. I'm shocked. All right, here we go. Case 1. O'Doul's. Open that case. All right.
Hey, I did drink O'Doul's for about a year.
Nice.
Oh.
When was that?
When he was 17.
Many years ago.
many moons ago. Oh, hi there, Sarah. How are you? It was awfully
It's
close.
'cause
That was
it's
before,
got blurry.
okay, I
I'm
get
trying
it.
to refill
That's
that.
before
blurry.
Heineken 00 came out.
Yeah, I was
No.
trying to do it while it
It
wasn't
works.
on me.
4.
Case
Heineken
4.
00 came out, and it's so much better than O'Doul's.
Let's go. I don't know. Give me another beer. I'm done.
Abel Baker.
Heineken.
Abel Baker. There we go. Abel Baker.
Blue moon.
I'll just give you the names from now.
There you go.
Right?
Somebody in there. Yeah, I've
Fire.
heard Blue Moon. We'll do Blue Moon for the next one. I saw Blue Moon. There's not a single beer I like. Not one. And I saw everyone
Agreed.
drinking the Blue Moon, and I'm like, oh, that looks with the orange. That looks so freaking delicious. Tried it and hated it. I don't like hoppy flavor. Can't do it.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Beers
Hello?
with fruit is
Wow, I should be
sacrilege.
ashamed I didn't get that one, David. All right, I get the next 2.
I like it.
Okay. Yeah.
I
okay,
100%
okay.
support the LGBT community, Sean.
What?
How did we get there?
You know what? Effin, I appreciate you for that. 100%.
Let it be known, it has always been the view of Free For All that we do support the LGBT
Stefan is trying to
community.
get us
It is
canceled.
fine.
He's trying to get us
These are my
canceled.
crowd tappers.
Really quickly, let's go here. 43,000 dong or no dong?
Yeah, no done.
No dong. Okay, let's go now to the Breaking News Center, where Will Dorsey is currently in a meadow.
I mean, but Stefan, what? Whatever. So,
I'm happy for you.
I just-
You're very woke.
So looking
I
at
love
the board
Shawn.
here,
I guess I'd be plus.
No matter what his decisions are.
For what it's worth, let's call it what it is. You made a chapstick joke today and some other stuff about reset buttons. So listen, you calm down. All right, here we go. He wants that router to fail. All right, go ahead.
So yeah.
I can't.
There's numbers here.
Will, who's got my back?
There's
Who's got my
numbers
back,
there
Will?
under letters.
So this is what's interesting. This is what's very interesting.
Show us this interest.
Is you have these haters here, but if you have that $1 million case and you qualify, these two people, they make out really well.
Ooh,
yes, they do.
Wow.
You know what?
Joe
I'm good with
Quill's in
being
the
backed by
Miz.
those two.
That could be big.
So I'm gonna give it back to you, Shawn, because this show is out of control.
Yeah, it needs to end
And-
soon before
and
we get canceled.
It is off the rails.
Please.
So close to being canceled.
Please.
4 cases. Go ahead there, Cleve.
All right, 18. Go.
18. Quick.
Make a deal.
There we go. Sam Adams. Open that case. 100,000. Next one.
I saw that
That's
one
okay.
and I was scared. I was really scared.
Number.
19. Blue Moon. Open that case.
Blue moon.
That's good. Nice.
Yes.
Has this show ever been on the rails? I mean, we're usually rail adjacent, but we're out of the rail yard right now.
No,
we are.
like,
It's
there's a
usually
direction
Tuesday,
we're going
Wednesday, or
usually.
Thursday when it's on the rails.
We're the train and speed right now. Remember the train and speed?
Yes.
We're the train and speed.
It was a
I'm
bus.
wondering what chopstick
No,
really
there was a
does.
train at the very
Wait
end.
a second. I'm sorry. What? Because you forget that he also went in the end.
At the end of the movie.
In a train.
It's a sub. It was a subway.
It's
Yes.
a train.
Yeah,
It's a train to
whatever.
subway.
It was a bus too.
Listen, don't
What
get
about-
wise. Nick,
Why can't it be the
really
train
hard
and back
to
to
there's a
Part 3?
Nah, that movie sucks. All right, here we go. 2 left.
17.
Yingling. Open that case.
Ooh,
Yingling
wow.
beer.
We're going East Coast.
That was from Joe Quills, of course.
I do appreciate some Yingling.
Good call.
23.
23. Guinness. Open that case.
Ooh, that's our number, 23. I love a Guinness.
There it is. Beautiful.
We're going to do some
Beautiful,
Irish
beautiful.
car bombs with that Guinness?
Maybe.
Let's do it.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Very good.
It's AA.
Will. He did introduce himself at the beginning.
You know, I will say,
87,000, dog or no dog?
No, thank you.
There it is.
Oh no.
I'm going to appreciate
enough,
Effen's
Finger.
wokeness. I will. I'm going to appreciate his wokeness and his boy-like charm as he has his comic life, as he's searching for something.
What is happening?
Never. You never have to grow up. You just have to grow old. There's a
He's going
difference.
to chug a beer. He's going to shotgun a beer.
Oh no.
He's hitting it with the plug.
Oh,
That's
God. Oh my God. You have
In the eye.
That's a
Right in
plug.
the eye.
That's something you put in the wall for electric
Oh.
current.
Oh no.
You also have electrical things in front of you that can't get wet. Okay.
Go,
okay.
chug, 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 chug,
Are we
chug, chug,
promoting chugging?
Sorry.
So I drink my water too.
I mean, hey, if you want to get through the cases faster, make him drink the beer faster.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, next one.
13.
13.
Dortmunder.
Killian's Irish Red. Open that case.
No, say Dortmunder.
That's a good one. Nice.
Take it. Take it. Take it.
Very good, Cleve.
2 left.
Very
9.
Shiner Block or Shinner Block? Or Shinner Block?
Shinerbach.
Shinnerbach. Whatever. 200.
That's okay. That's totally
It's
fine.
okay. All right. Like I said, it's all or nothing.
Because I want it all.
Still makes me nervous.
Or nothing at all.
15.
I dated a girl that used to do these. Leaning Kugels. Open that case.
Eagles?
Let's run and Kugel, but yes.
Nice.
Leaning Kegels?
Leaning Kugel, Kegel, it's all the same.
How do you spell Kegel?
Hello.
Hey, Stefan.
You know, men
Are you
can do
okay,
Kegels
buddy?
as well.
I do them.
They can.
Doing that as we speak.
Man.
You're
That
unmuted.
explains that face. That That explains the
You're
flexible
unmuted.
eyebrow.
Oh, I'm unmuted?
You're unmuted?
Oh my god.
Your offer is 139,000. Dong or no dong?
No.
Bye bye.
Damn.
Two cases left.
25.
25. Schlitz, open that case.
Schlitz malt liquor.
That's from David.
Schlitz
Yeah,
malt
wow.
Okay.
1 and 2, gone.
Who this?
Bing, bing. Bing, bang, bong, bing, boom, bing, bing. One left.
Proud of you.
All right.
Come on, Cleve.
20.
Rollin' Rock. Hammer time. Open that case. That's pretty good.
Very
All
good,
right.
honey.
Pretty good one.
Very
I like
good.
it. I like it. I like it.
Hello. Yes.
So you know what's interesting is if he has the $1 million case, then both him and Sarah both picked $1 million case. 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, that'd be crazy. Okay, thanks, man.
And it's because I put my good vibes towards him.
You did.
You were very vibey. 212,000
Very
dollars.
Ooh, vibey. Vibey?
No, thank
Really
you. No,
vibey?
thank
Leave
you.
the land. I love my wife.
Woo!
Show will end eventually. Here we go. One case.
Damn it. 12.
12. Great Lakes beer, I guess. Okay, here we go. Open that case.
That's from me, where I am.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay. All right. Hello. Oh, Kira's slowly but surely losing consciousness. Like it's all
I'm
she's
very
tired.
sleepy.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
very sleepy.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay. Bye. Yeah. 305,000 dollars.
We are in somebody's slumber party.
305,000 dong. Dong or no dong?
No dong.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
One left.
7.
Strohs. Strohs. Open that case.
Wow. Okay.
Honey, yeah.
All right.
Honey, yeah. Baby doll.
I know.
Baby doll.
I know. I know.
Baby doll.
Okay.
Stay
thanks.
calm, buddy. You got this. Stay calm.
430,000 dong. Dong or no dong?
Woo! It's getting up there. No, thank you.
That's what she said.
Woo!
Thank you.
No, thank you.
You know, if you stimulate it enough.
Oh my
Hey.
god. All right. Love that.
Today's show is brought to you by
Love that for
alcohol.
us.
Okay.
Cheers.
Here we
Love
go.
that for us.
6.
6.
Someone
All right. Molson Canadian. Open that case.
Not the Canadians.
Leave. Okay, leave. Oh my god. Come on, man.
Yes, hello.
Pudding.
Okay, thanks, bye. Your offer is now 565,000.
Honey,
Man, I wish you had double.
Double the
No,
dong. You're
I
right.
wish you had had
No,
double.
thank you. Bye bye.
Ah.
If I had double, that would be just. But nope. That's all right. 21.
21.
Okay.
Hams. Open that case.
Come
oh
on,
my
Hams,
god.
don't
I'm not even gonna look.
Oh my gosh!
Is it 25?
Wow, this is
Oh my
the
gosh.
greatest game we've ever seen played.
Oh
no
my
pressure.
gosh.
Let's take a look at the board.
You and Spoon have done this.
The
That's it.
745, the 750,000 and the million are all that's left. And your offer is 845,000 dong.
Come on, Cleve.
Still no
Say
dong.
way.
Come on. Come on.
got this,
Come on.
Come on. No dong.
Oh my god.
Hey, Shawn. So can I point out, I picked 24 on every single time I play this game.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly believe that, Cleve, you have it. Stay with
Wow.
your case.
Wow.
Oh
this
my
is
god.
sick. Francisco says it has to be 24. People in the chat are shocked right now.
Cleve,
Wow.
I'm super drunk.
Come on.
24
go,
or
baby.
16. Where's your head at right now, Cleve the Land?
So, A, 24, because it's the reverse of 42, which is the answer to life and
Yes.
everything.
The meaning of life.
Yes, honey.
Yes, but if I switch to 16, I have better odds because that's statistics, but F it, we're going to go with 24.
24.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We're gonna keep it.
Okay, we're all doing.
We don't go with the odds here.
Leave the land! Leave the land! Leave the...
Okay, no one else wants in on it? All right, fine. All right, here we go. 24 for the qualifying and for the greatest game that's ever been played in Dong or No Dong history.
Come on,
Let's go.
Oh my God.
What's the case?
And we'll open that case after I let you know that. Today's show is brought to you by Chapman Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram at East Sahara Mojave, Chapman Chrysler Jeep in the Valley Auto Mall, and Chapman Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram that's also right around the street from Eastern and Sahara and Mojave.
Somewhere. It's somewhere in unincorporated Las Vegas.
Go there
It's
and
in
see
paradise
Chapman
somewhere.
Okay. Oh, dogs have great luck.
I even brought the dog in.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Here we go. 24 for the whole shebang.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
There it is.
Good job, Cleve. Good job.
Oh my God, the winner.
Yes.
Not one, but two people qualifying in a two-show week. That is sick.
Yeah.
And now, let's go straight to the breaking newsroom because there are some very serious ramifications. For the first time,
Yes, sir.
Will, for the first time,
it is
a massive
disgusting
shot
how much.
across Francisco's bow. Massive.
Yes, it is disgusting how many points were lost. There were 405,000 points that were lost here tonight. I mean, do you see this? All these people, they lost their points. I mean, Francisco, he bet 250,000 points.
Bet.
That's what he gets for being a hater.
Disgusting. But let's look at the winners. You know, you remember those two people that bet?
Yeah, I do.
Joe Quill and Miz. I
He
remembered.
bet 69.69. He won 333,000.
Yes, it is disgusting what happened there. But I love it. I love it.
Oh my
It
God.
was 48-1 odds.
Everybody, we love Will Dorsey. That is sick. Rebel
incredible.
Gaming, who has been
Congratulations,
trying
Matt.
this entire
Way to
time,
go, guys.
Francisco saying, I'm happy I finally lost some points. Congrats.
Too rich.
Way to go, Cleve. I'm impressed.
Wow.
Congrats, Cleve. I don't
Awesome.
care about the channel points. I care that Cleve won. And you know what? He did win. And it's going to be a lovely time. Cleve, how are you feeling? First of all, that you had Sarah that was begging you to be a part of the show today and to have you in the final. How are you feeling right now?
You know what? I'm glad she took my place on Monday because she's much prettier than I am. So I understand.
I don't agree with
No.
you because you got the whole vibe. You got the whole character vibe we
I
said
totally
earlier.
agree.
Soothing voice too.
That is so
It's not actually my voice. It's just the microphone. I have a proper microphone. That's why I sound good. It's not my voice. So no,
I'm
it's
happy
great.
you qualified. I was sending all of my energy vibes to
Just-
you.
Just, and I appreciate it.
Rebel
Oh
Gaming.
my goodness.
Just got gifted. And Ashley's gifted a few. Man, oh man. Rebel Gaming. Francisco, I love you, buddy. By the way, you win with channel points. All told, you had 1,011,383 dong today. That is $43.93.
Wow, impressive.
Unreal. Unreal. I go in
Oh, man.
Rebel Gaming.
He threw out five whole subs there.
Cleve the
Wow.
Land. Thank you so much for that. There we go. We go you won
Where's pork chop?
43.93.
Pork chop.
Man.
That was amazing.
Wow, Francisco.
So, I don't even know what to say, but thank you for being here today and for putting together an amazing show for us.
Hey, I appreciate you, and being here is absolutely amazing. I love being part of all of this. I really do. I really do.
You're beautiful man.
I love you, Cleveland.
I love you,
fan
Evan.
of all the Odyssey Las Vegas properties, including Dave Mahoney, which is how he knows about Tracy. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Wow. Let's just quick around the horn. We'll say goodbye to everyone. Hi, Kira. Bye, Kira.
Bye.
our current Tournament of Dong winner, Nick Daniels. Love having you, sir.
Go Knights, go.
We love you, F and Stefan, a beautiful man.
I love you guys.
We love you.
So beautiful.
Michelle, we love you. Text me what your AXS name is, and then we'll make that happen.
Okay.
And then finally, let's see. We'll go over here. We got Bree and Samantha. And we have the lovely Dorsey. And Sarah Quinn.
Sarah.
And finally, 2 qualifiers in the same week of only 2 shows. Woo! Million on the dot. Khalifa Land.
On the dot. Thank you.
Sick. All right,
Welcome to the club.
Poor
And
Sarah.
also, neither of us have ever qualified before.
Ever.
That's so sick. I am so.
But
That's so
baby.
sick. All right, let's see what we
There
got
are
here.
very few people that have picked that $1 million case on
That's
the dot.
it's unreal. What do we have here? So is she in the kitchen right now? What's going on over here? Let's see what's going on with this girl.
Are we doing
After
a
this
hot
ad
tub?
from Paramount Plus. Ay, ay, ay.
God damn it, Paramount.
We could have 18 plus sis. Stepsis.
I do subscribe to Paramount Plus. They have every episode of Double Dare ever made and Legends of the Hidden Temple. All right, here we go. Oh, how long for the follow here?
JD, are you ready?
Teach you the ace.
Are we not taking suggestions tonight?
We'll see. We'll see if she can do it, and if she doesn't, she only has 33 viewers.
How is she playing Sarah in the background?
I don't know. Oh, I have to be a follower for 10 minutes? Unfollow. Done. You just lost it.
Unfollow.
Done.
No,
All right.
Ariel Phillip.
Give me
Why would you do that?
Give me a thing.
Where should I give it to you? Live in Leanda, but it's livin _ Leanda. The E's are 3s. God damn it! You're not gonna
L33NDA.
Well, send them the
livin.
Yeah.
Like,
Got
without
it.
the G.
Livin' La Vida
Underscore.
Loca. Yeah.
Underscore.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go.
How many underscores?
Leanda.
Yeah.
Just 1 underscore.
It's in the chat.
Okay.
And then L. It should chop. It should just.
Okay, I
show
got
up.
It's in the chat.
Jesus, that was painful.
Oh my god!
Is one person.
That's him. That's Alex. He's an amazing human being.
There's
Right off the bat, you have the
Well, let's see how amazing he is.
Human being.
Human being.
Let's see.
Rage Fire Chasm. Do it.
Yeah. In the city itself, so you can just chill there
Bye.
and keep things coming, often as possible.
You guys are attacking stuff?
I don't have a target.
Oh, can you make me water, please?
Oh, yeah, I can. I actually need water myself. Let me make some water.
Free for all show. Tell me why.
There it is.
Tell me why.
Does he know? Does he know how to?
Oh, free for all show. My goodness. Hello.
Tell me why.
He's playing World of Warcraft. This is like crack.
To hear you say.
Sit that
He's got his whole Discord.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Discord say.
Nothing but a heartbreak.
Well, you know
Oh my
what?
god, you
We're
were
rating. Have a great night. There you
Oh,
go.
Jerry getting down, man. We need a Twitch sing stream from Jerry today. Oh, this guy said no.
No.
This guy said no. Yeah, I thought you were making it.
I didn't make it. I was waiting for you.
Free for all show with the major raid. What is going on, Rebel Gaming? What's up? How's everybody doing, man? 2 nights in a row, crazy game, raid games. How was the show for you guys?
It was a little
Let's
depressing.
go. Zap is on air. My brother Pork Chop. Let's go. Sarah
like this guy.
Quinn says, World of Warcraft freaking yes. Yes. Tell me why. What's up, everybody?
He's awesome.
All right, we're gonna let that be. Everyone, have a great day. We will see you Tuesday.
Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.